Hello! That was a lot of bird noises.
Pew,
Welcome to Holding Action.
Stuff.
We are coming at you live from a well-decorated small room. We are here to play D&D 5e, and we are going to be getting into another cacophony of madness, I presume. So, hopefully you tuned in last week. Hopefully you tuned in 2 weeks previous. But if you did not, we have some important information and some well-orchestrated and designed content, I imagine. Jones, give it to the peeps.
Yes. Mecca lecca hi, mecca hiney ho, my dudes. So, bless you. So, once again,
That actually
we're
that was pretty good.
in cohorts.
I think it's cohabitation.
Cohabitation.
That's we live within each other.
Collab.
Yes. So we are currently spooning with a gaming store, which is one of our favorites, known as
the little spoon.
I think
ladling. I think we're ladling.
yeah. Ladle and spatula.
With the gaming goat of Egan. So shout out to those dudes. All that aside, it's ending at 8 p.m. tonight in roughly like 58 point something minutes.
Central Time.
Central
I
Time.
think we're down to like 56 point something minutes.
56 minutes from wherever
Starting
you're at
at
right
the
now. It doesn't matter. Throw a follow because we're doing our giveaway for a 5e player's handbook. And a set of dice. Supplied by the Gaming Goat in Egan, Minnesota.
Yeah, so to clarify, it is not actually those.
No, these are our dice. You can't have them.
Yeah, this is just for reference.
I
So,
have extra dice.
That's what
to
they
be,
look like.
to be able to get an entry within 54 points something minutes, give us a follow on Twitch, which you're on currently. Bam, nailed it. Subscribe with your money. Bam, if you want.
Or the Amazon Prime free subscription.
Amazon Prime. Everybody has one. You might pay for it. You don't even know. Bam. Subscribe. 2 entries. Take your raggedy human body down to the Gaming Goat in Egan right now. Spend $10. 1 entry. Another $10. 1 more entry.
Bam, bam.
Any $10 entries.
You could pay in $2 bills. You could pay in pennies.
Don't pay in pennies.
Well, and if you're,
I mean, you can.
I mean, you could. It is literally
it is monetary.
it is a value of money, but
that is legal tender, sir.
Please
and
don't.
if you're playing Friday Night Magic right now, you probably need a booster pack anyway, so pick up a couple.
So, speaking of the Gaming Goat, so last week I did a game that went over really well. You guys did super great. I offered you guys a boon, which Deej declined, so that's fine. We played for fun. Everybody did great.
Yeah.
So this week, instead of coming up with a game, I wrote a commercial for you guys. But it's not like literally for you guys, more than it is like it's for the Gaming Goat. So under Creative Commons license, the Gaming Goat, you are free to use this. You just film it. You can have these guys do it if you want, or you can get actors. Doesn't matter.
I feel like every single one of these things that he does, like, just is it starts with over-promising, and then it delivers on...
No, you under-promise, over-deliver. So what I'm saying is I wrote words on a sheet of paper. You could turn it into something that you film to drum up business because it's excellent. So, starting this, don't pre-read, you ding-dongs. So, Jackie, you're playing the mom. Kira, you're playing the daughter. Mike, you're playing the clerk. And we begin. Opening. Bam.
Do I have a roll?
Scene opens. No.
You're an audience.
Seems like I never get to
Do you
play
have
these
a
games.
roll?
No, I don't have a roll. My roll was to jot this down
He's the director.
quickly from 9:30 to 10:20 p.m. 2 nights ago.
He's the director.
We open the years 1995 in the future. A mom and daughter standing outside of a store. Action.
We've been all over the city looking for those sorcery, the get-together cards for you, and everywhere is sold out. Maybe we'll get lucky in this newer store in Egan, Minnesota.
That's not the name of the game, Mom.
Oh, look, a goat on the sign. This store looks like it would have a friendly, knowledgeable staff.
And a fun and inclusive space for me and all of my friends in elementary school to play Dungeons & Dragons, the world's greatest tabletop role-playing game.
Neat. Make sure you don't leave your new Lisa Frank Trapper Keeper in the car next to your Charlotte Hornets starter jacket. I don't know this neighborhood.
The sign above the door reads, "The Gaming Goat," and is illuminated in a godly essence. The door majestically swings open, revealing an incredible store layout filled with everyone's favorite board games. A friendly associate approaches the mom and daughter.
Why, hello, adult and roughly 11-year-old child. What brings you into the Gaming Goat in Eagan, Minnesota on such an incredible day?
My daughter, Brittany, was looking for that new trading card game, Sparkle Fingers, the sleepover, but we can't seem to find it anywhere.
Mom!
Oh, you must be looking for the newest sensation, Magic the Gathering. We have currently in stock, like always, the best gaming products you could ever want. Best part is everything is 10 to 30% off MSRP every day.
We zoom in, and the goat emblem on his employee work shirt winks.
What about the world's greatest role-playing game, Dungeons & Dragons? Or Pathfinder?
You can bet your Pog collection we have those wonderful games in stock in this location of Eagan, Minnesota. Best part is, those games are 30% off MSRP every day.
Wow, looks like we came to the right place.
Can we make sure to purchase all of our gaming-related items in this specific location every time, Mom?
Anything for my sweet and wonderful nerd child.
Fade to black. So, go to the Gaming Goat in Eagan, Minnesota.
Oh
Wait, no, I
my
wanna keep
gosh.
Yeah, I want to keep mine.
You guys did a great, thank you. You guys did a great job.
I like
So,
how on there it was like clerk, Mike.
I just wanted you to know.
Kira.
Whatever.
I was like, was I supposed to be
9:30 to 10:20 p.m. on my phone, emailed to my work email to print off. Shit. Email to myself that I printed off at a FedEx location, not at work, using the ink and printer at my work location.
Gaming Goat?
Gaming Goat in Eagan. Follow for 1 like. Go to the Goat. Buy all your products. Bunch of entries.
Been there since
John,
1995.
Thank you so much for that wonderful insight into the past and future of mercantilism. That was fantastic.
Yeah, I just figured if Dino and John needed a commercial, I got you.
They will probably consider that.
You captured me at 11.
Jackie, would you please update the peeps on scheduling, circumstance, and what is up?
Absolutely. As you can tell, we are streaming tonight.
Do you have a script for this too?
No, I'm just going for it.
Why are you talking like that?
Because I just wanted to.
That's the nailed it voice.
Yeah.
I lost my groove. Okay, so anyways, we're streaming tonight. We are not streaming next Friday, but then after that, we are streaming every Friday.
Every Friday.
All the Fridays,
Every
just streaming up.
Starting October 31st, when we return to Bloodlines of the Forgotten.
Boom.
I don't even know if
Wait,
that's
October
a Friday.
31st?
Yeah, that's a little late.
That seems
August 31st. August 31st is the next closest date,
That's
closer to
canon.
October.
That's canon. That's on the internet forever, and they're gonna come back and not watch us because they're like, that's
You finish your thing. I'm gonna double
Thank
check
you.
the date of October 31st.
You should find that because that's kind of important
Wait,
now.
is that Halloween?
Yeah.
Yes.
And we're not
I like
playing
that
Halloween,
giant
it's like a Wednesday.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Halloween's my favorite holiday.
We're not gonna play
Anyway,
that day.
back to whatever. We are also, in case you don't remember or didn't catch up, which you should, it's on YouTube. Look it. We are
Look it.
we are going to be starting a new venture at Holding Action every Wednesday called Roll Credits. We are starting the first Wednesday in September. And each Wednesday we're going to do a little bit of the creation of the characters, of the monsters, a little bit of painting and creating. I'll be there. And then the last Wednesday is us actually going through the one-shot and making it a thing. And everything that we are doing...
Live play.
Yeah, it's going to be live play. Everything that we're going to be doing, everything that we're going to be playing, first off, it's made by that guy. And he is going to be making it available to us.
That is a truism.
He is going-
Feedback.
Do you want to talk about that at
The
all?
ghost in the machine over there.
Yes.
The free thing? Not the feedback.
Yeah, no. So the roll credits, we're going to be doing, as Jackie had mentioned, is going to be themed on a number of fandoms. As she had also mentioned, we're going to be going through the creation of the monsters, the character classes, how you're building and playing it, the painting tutorial. Then we're going to play it live based on a module that I will write for each and every single one of those.
In addition to everything
In
else
addition
you do
to writing and creating all of the monsters and class building and all that stuff. That's fine. But once we are done with that, we are going to be giving those away as PDFs. Currently, they're shaping up to be pretty sizable, so they're taking a super long time. We've been talking about it kind of secretly for a long while, talking about it more openly now that the ball is rolling, and come the end of September, after we've built up to playing the fun shot itself, we are going to be releasing all of that content for you to play with your players, for you to bring to your DM to play as a group, for you to randomly wander around tables, explain it to people, try and get
Do
them
you
to
want to
understand that
remind
it's
them
minimal.
what the difference of this project is?
The difference of this project,
Movie based?
yeah, based off fandoms.
Oh,
Yes, that was
I
the
don't know what
And
that
it's-
word means.
insane.
5e compatible.
Yes.
I think this is a great tool for you if you're saying, I want to DM something, but I don't know if I like Dungeons and Dragons, but I really like a certain movie that may or may not be in the thing. There you go.
Also, it might not be in the thing because we're only doing 4 of them because they take forever, but we will be doing 1 per month.
And I
We're
might be
starting
doing
off
one
with
based
4.
on a 1979 Warner Brothers action movie.
Rocket Man?
Oh.
It's Jones's weird thing that he has with the Warriors. It's I don't know how to explain it.
Warriors, come out and play.
Anyways, so that is our current agenda coming up.
It's a good movie.
That's right. Yes, it is.
That is the agenda coming up.
good
So
video game.
make sure you're adding
Yes,
it
it
to your
is.
calendars. Our events are currently updated in our Twitch stream, and we'll be adding the roll credits lineup there soon. And if you have a Twitch profile, which it sort of seems like you do, you can hit the reminder button, and it will literally be like, yo, this thing's going on, remember? And then you'd be like, oh, snap, tune in, easy.
Yeah.
So
Just an email.
feel free to do that.
All right,
Anyways,
let's get to it.
if there's nothing else, let's catch up on what happened last time on Holding Action. You hit me with the Wayne's World?
Hit you with the Wayne's World.
Okay, that's fine.
That was
1995,
totally
isn't it?
Yeah.
I knew what it was doing until the sound effects.
Okay, so as we left off, the group had infiltrated and stolen sensitive blackmail material against one of the noble houses of Benamir through instruction of the Void, the Thieves Guild centered currently in Benamir but spread throughout the entirety of Apatia and Andala. As the group collected the blackmail, their second portion of the instructions saw them bringing the blackmail information or delivering in some fashion to Darin Elwyn, the Viceroy of the West, a favored enemy of Sproigins, and some bad blood and historical presence between the two. Despite the risk and circumstances, the group opted to deliver the blackmail information themselves, rather than hire a courier, leave it with a guard, pay some dude at the bar,
Don't look at me.
and in so doing were caught and physically accosted by the large guard presence outside of the Elwyn Keep. A massive fight ensued that saw Elwyn's true form revealed during the course of battle, and in what was a very close call, we saw Sproigins awaken the Pillar of Magic as he cast a counterspell against Darin Elwyn's 9th level Meteor Storm that would have surely saw at least 3/4 of the group down, probably.
Yep.
The fight then continued to rage on with newfound hope, and eventually emerging victorious, Sproigins had instructed a guard throughout this action to have his mother retrieved from the dungeons. Elwyn's body lay smoldering on the ground after a very theatrical coup d'etat. And as they were taking stock of the circumstances and the immediate surroundings post-battle, it seems as if the smoldering form of Darn Elowin was indicative of another factor that they had yet to account for, and his flame elemental form returned renewed. Quickly trying to react as the only one who could see him, Walker fired some shots, was unable to put Elowin back down right away, and reaching into his now shell of a burnt form, retrieved a small stone, whispered some words, and disappeared. We now stand in the open courtyard, burnt to cinders, smelling of a forest fire, a vast number of guards, completely decimated and disseminated in various forms of dismemberment. Your mother stands bound at her thighs, wrists, and waist in the open doorway. And the rest of you are currently scattered about the courtyard in your various states of investigation or recuperation after the battle. So, what happens next?
Well, I'm in my regular,
You are
blue-ass
currently in your-
dainty form.
Yes, because you dropped from your Lord Elowin impersonation.
Yeah. How far away is she from me?
She is just in the doorway, and the chaos and commotion behind you sort of drew your attention after telling the guard to leave.
Yeah.
Before dropping your form as part of the reunion you were likely going for.
So I'm right by her?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So theoretically, you would have looked back, saw the exchange between Darn Elowin, and she is there behind you.
Hi, Mom. Here, can you help with her?
Sproigins?
It's me.
You've aged.
You know, shit gets crazy out here. There's some ghosts in the... This is Hara. She's my friend. She'll help you out.
Let me unlock those.
Eventually, Hera gets the cuffs and restraints off of her, and she's kind of rubbing her wrists, and you can see there is some raw skin starting to sort of shed layers to what appear to be definitive like abrasions on the top portion near the bones of her wrists, and she's kind of going through the process of rubbing them.
Huge hug.
And she just kind of falls into you almost. She feels very frail and weak, and your form, even with you being small and dainty, kind of wraps around, and you feel sort of the resistance of the rib cage as she's clearly been through a very difficult ordeal in the past days. Feels very heavy in your arms as she's having difficulty maintaining her stance even in that moment.
I'll do during the hug, I'll do a 3rd level healing word.
Okay. Well, not being a seasoned adventurer, she immediately perks back up and feels vastly renewed compared to where she was just moments ago.
Did he hurt you? Are you...
He was terrible.
Yeah, he's a prick. He's always been a prick.
I always thought he wanted what was best for the city, and I know he and your father didn't get along, and and she just goes in and hugs you again. Oh my God, you need food.
I think I want some food. I can't do it now, but it's been a while, but I've got I don't know if I got a spell that I've got servants and we can do a taco bar at some point. But I can't.
You have servants and magic?
There's magic servants. It's been a long time since I've seen
I
you.
haven't seen you since you left for school.
I know.
How was the golden leaf?
Oh, everything was great. Can we talk
As you
about
guys are
this?
going through this, you now start to hear kind of sets of trudging footsteps kind of marching down the various corridors of what sound like filing guards, gradually making their way, stepping towards you in something of an expeditious pace.
Please step into the keep. We have to get off of these streets, as you can see.
I don't want to go back in this.
Well, we're all gonna go back in. What?
So you could go on the necklace.
And then
With-
what of is?
Yeah. With
At
his,
this point, you now hear behind you,
get out of your changeling.
Sproigins!
Mm.
And you hear all the feet stop, and you turn around and see Aiden Klaba standing there with his hand raised. And there is now funnels of troops standing outside of the keep. And Aiden Klaba is currently walking up towards you alone.
Okay. You guys watch, make
Yep.
sure. Okay.
I'm a lizard.
That's true. You are.
You're a lizard. I've got it. It's fine.
Okay. I will walk up to him.
I'm gonna do some healing if we're gonna fight.
I'm at 13.
Hello, Aiden. It's been a while.
Yes, it has.
What can I do for you? There's been a disturbance at this keep.
He kind of looks around, sees a number of dead guards, reaches down and rips the black sash that's around the body of one, kind of throws it over his shoulder. I'll tell you what, I've seen a lot of incursions on militarized territory. And this looks like an arcane experiment went terribly wrong.
It did.
We lost some good men.
The finest of men.
He kind of looks down at the sash draped over his shoulder at the moment. I tell you what, Sproigins, I would like to investigate this matter further. Is it possible that you have the research notes from the experimentation that took place here?
Is it him that?
It's
Yeah.
who we broke into his
Yeah.
place.
Just so happens I do.
I would hate to have to detain everybody, go through massive interrogations. It's just a process for all of us.
I agree. 1 second. No. Hold on. Just gonna swing my bag around. Dig through the. No, hold on. I put it back here. I'm gonna hand him the.
Grabs it from you, opens it up.
Some finely detailed notes in that one.
And the Arcanist who is referenced within these experimental pages, have you seen this enchantress recently?
No. Have not. Sadly.
Very well.
I apologize. I wish I could do more.
I think I will need to study these for a moment and ensure that the reference personnel are okay.
Naturally.
Surely you would not mind cooperating with my guards until then?
No, I would not. I would hate to see another episode of this happen.
I had another experiment brought to my attention recently as well. It involved a great deal of dangerous chemical mixtures.
Oh,
Yes. Things you would certainly want to flush away if you could.
yes.
I would prefer these kinds of experiments not take place in my city.
I would agree. That sounds dangerous.
You understand, of course, sometimes the people conducting these experiments can be rather insistent.
Definitely.
He kind of looks down at this like smushed, burnt form of Elowin, missing some of his items and completely, charred on one side.
I would hate to have those experiments go off and possibly hurt the fine people of the Gold Shelf or Copper Quarters.
I have many men who live there. You understand my position, I'm sure.
Yeah, as do I currently.
This will go one of two ways, Sproigins.
It always goes one of two ways.
He kind of leans in a little bit closer. Do you know if she's all right?
I haven't seen her. I would assume so, yes. We were going to head into the keep to see if we could find any information. I can keep an eye out for her. Would you like to accompany us in there and see if...
You've always been a smart-ass, Sproigins. I've never minded it so much. But this time I think it's important you understand to drop the ass part. Just be smart.
Yes.
And this can be over without you and your friends dying here. Do you understand?
Yeah, he also said that too, and...
Well, if that's what you prefer.
It's not what I prefer. At all. I want Benamir to be safe, and I want to get the fuck out of here.
Excellent. Our finest cell. Treat them well. And you see now a file of 6 guards come up and start to approach you. Come with us, please. They start grabbing you by the arms and pulling you towards the entrance of the keep.
Oh, that kind of outcome just, it's sore.
It's best if you cooperate.
Can we just, like, hold hands?
They're still, I mean, it's not overly forceful, but they're kind of doing that grab by the wrist, grab by the upper arm, like security guard lead out towards the front.
Are they manhandling his mom?
They do seem to be a little bit more delicate. She's not wearing armor. She's clearly in a bad state of sorts.
Okay.
You guys are being handled a little bit more aggressively, and they start to usher you towards the front. Is anyone doing anything?
I mean, I'll follow.
Okay.
I assume they don't have
See
me.
No, they're holding.
I'm a lizard.
She started climbing
that's
down the
right.
building and is a
Okay,
lizard.
sure. Are you trying to stay a lizard and remain hidden?
Yeah.
Make a stealth check.
I have luck. I have 1 luck left.
Okay, out of game, did I miss something?
No.
Okay, good.
It's just always sketchy when people are taking us to an enclosed cell when we don't actually know if they're...
Well, yeah, but like, I don't know if the way that I was interacting...
Gotten
like, if
arrested so much from you.
19.
From me?
From you.
I mean, I don't get people arrested. Skadi got us arrested.
Is anyone doing
last
anything
time.
else?
No, I'm just
No, we're
gonna-
going along with it.
Yeah.
What it sounds like is he's on the same page as we are, so this is just a... Hopefully, just
Formality.
a safety measure.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Plus, there's no way
they
we can
begin
win.
walking you forward. You see Aiden kind of looking over the keep, and you see a number of guards that are also
Me too.
sort of on the outer perimeter, and you see them kind of slow their march. Aiden kind of looks at them, and you see them like kind of panic for a moment. 2 of them you see turn and just start to run away, and all of a sudden you see this volley of arrows, and 2 guards that were on the perimeter coming up towards the front courtyard of the keep that were wearing these black sashes across just get riddled with arrows and completely pinned down. Disappointing. What are you trying to do here?
Aiden! Before you drag us away, I have something I need to tell you. Am I still being dragged away, or is he listening?
Yeah, they're dragging you away, and he's...
It's about the experiment thing and possibility of fire and whatever, please. Don't
I
want to say
venture
it
a
too
guess you
loud.
know a great deal less about it than I do. Take them to the cells.
Okay, I'm just saying he's around.
I picked up my cage.
Okay.
I never stated it, so.
He goes to look at the keep again now that that brief sort of turmoil shut down for just a moment. Pulls out his sword, and you see another 12 guards sort of walked past your escort and stand up behind him. Starts walking towards the front door, kind of just swinging his sword, like Clockwork Orange style almost, just kind of moving towards. And as he does, he stops right towards the bottom portion of the staircase. Sproigins!
Yes, sir.
Don't forget your friend. And he stomps on your lizard form, and you see Skadi pop out of lizard shape and is now on the ground, and a cadre of guards surround you, spears, swords pointed at you.
Skadi, stop playing.
I'm coming.
So eventually 2 more guards come.
I mean, to be fair, I was following.
Have any prisoners come up yet?
No.
Okay.
You haven't seen anything from inside the keep at the moment, it seems.
Do I take damage?
No. One point of damage to knock you out.
It's 2, but...
Do you want him to stomp you again?
No. It's 2 points to get me out
He
of the lizard
critted.
form.
Yeah. He crit stomped you. It was a curb stomp. Yeah.
Bruce.
So, the troops you then see walk in with Aiden Clabba's huge red cape. He's not wearing any of the sort of black metallic adornments you saw when you first entered Benamir, and does not seem to have the same facade. It's got this very Roman sort of sweeping blonde hair that is now kind of more of a traditional upper class type of look, presentery. Seems very different just in general. As he walks in, the dozen guards behind him are following close, and as soon as you're escorted beyond the threshold of the outer courtyard, Skadi, by 2 people just kind of drumming her forward, you see the 2 platoons that are stationed outside the street now. They begin to file in as well, and about another 25 guards enter into the keep.
Any sign of invisible guy?
I mean, you can make a perception check.
I mean, he's
Of the invisible guy?
Yeah, you can see if you see him or he's not invisible.
22.
Doesn't seem to be present at the moment.
Did Clabba look off in the way that he carried himself, or did it seem like it was somebody else and not him?
Make an insight check.
Let's go with the vapor. Cracking dice vapor. What's up? You know where to find us. This is totally fine. 11.
11.
Yeah.
The circumstances alone would make his reaction difficult to gauge.
Yeah.
The chaos surrounding everything, you're just not really able to tell what might be taking place there.
It's totally him.
Yeah, it's gotta be him.
It's gotta
But
be him.
I haven't
as
seen him in a while.
these guards now begin to file you away, you are met with another set of 4 guards. And as they approach from the 6 that have you sort of escorted out, or 7 that are escorting you out, they file a line directly behind you. We'll see that they are transported. And some of the guards fall away and immediately begin kind of a brisk jog back towards the Eloin Keep. And they're just, all right, don't do anything stupid. You've been given a gift. March.
No problem.
Can you at least let somebody know that there was this
March.
fire elemental that kept coming back to life in the area, and I just want them to be safe? Okay.
Sproigins.
And they are essentially guiding you towards the hoard yard just south of the gold shelf. They're kind of jawing back and forth to one another. They're very cautiously eyeing you, but they also don't seem to be particularly tense. They are going through the process of kind of glancing. Every now and then you get a tiny little push on your back, but they're not being overly aggressive at this point. You're being given the opportunity to lead the walk so long as you're doing so expeditiously. Is anybody trying to do anything?
When we're are we making our way towards the copper quarter and that whole thing? Like we're being led.
Well, the Horde Yard is kind of a cutout semicircle that actually straddles both the gold shelf and the copper quarters.
Okay, are the streets kind of like normal, or is like everything shut down right now?
Seems like the streets are very empty.
Okay.
Is there any sewers that we've passed?
The main entrances to the sewers themselves are not part of like the typical street structure. There are specific sewer outlets similar to the one that your group
Dump bodies down.
Yeah. There isn't anything that would resemble like a quick access at street level that you would have seen at this point.
Probably plugged a bomb. Probably.
Am I still?
No, you're not handcuffed. You were just grabbed by two aggressively and kind of dragged forward until you could kind of get your feet underneath you.
Okay.
So
You're just persuaded to.
Persuaded. Can I cast Mass Heal Wounds on the group?
Yeah, are you trying to do so stealthily?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and make a sleight of hand check.
No.
Jackie, from here I can see your excellent metal dice that you picked up at Gen Con in Indianapolis, Indiana, when we were just there this year.
Boom.
I did.
Okay.
All of these. They're heavy.
Damn.
And this one is shiny.
That's the one I saw.
Whoa.
Whoa, yeah, that one's heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Damn,
It's my
super
favorite.
shiny.
It looks like oil slick.
That's the thing. What'd you
Like your her.
What'd you
used
roll?
To be. A 9.
Okay. As soon as you begin the somatic components, you hear swords all come out at once. And you get, what's your AC again?
18.
So it doesn't seem as much to be a strike. You're not being attacked, but the sword comes up directly next to your neck. Not another move.
It is instantaneous. It's not an action. So did it go through them?
I'm going to say yes. It did go through. So you can roll for that and let the group know. But you now have the guards, swords out, standing there behind you, drawing down,
Fellas, settle down.
poking the back of your neck. March.
We're still walking. I would advise you not to provoke anything. I would hate to see any other guards see you harassing people that you don't have in chains. I'm just looking out for you and your position.
Make an intimidation check.
15.
That's the thing. What's your AC?
14.
14.
I will use cutting words if he's going to try to attack me.
All right, what do you want to use for your cutting words?
I wouldn't advise against that. I would advise against that.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
So
And
as
just cut it.
he kind of slaps the side of your shoulder with his sword that would have probably left a pretty nasty welt, but the slight turn ends up not having it cause any significant damage. But it's a good slap that you could tell if you hadn't shifted, maybe could have been a little ill-willed.
You get that out of your system?
You're going to fight or you're going to walk?
Why would I, if I wanted to fight, we would have already done that.
Then walk.
I'm walking.
Everyone, including Sproigins' mom, in our group.
She's tapped out.
So she's full up?
Yeah,
Oh.
she's already full.
Okay, well, everyone gets 30.
She has like 12 hit points.
Someone can take more, like, that 30 for me, I'm well above, so if anybody needs additional...
That's
Well,
That's not how that
you
works.
don't distribute
Oh, it's...
it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not distributed.
Oh, cool.
That's just what
Um,
everyone gets.
Sweet. Thank
That
you,
brings
Skadi.
me from 13 HP to 43.
Ooh. Okay,
Thank
so
you.
As we're kind of walking through, can I don't know if I can do this while I'm going. Can I do detect portal?
your ranger ability,
No, that's the walker ability.
yeah, the Horizon Walker.
I don't know. I don't think it requires
Yeah, it
anything.
doesn't. It doesn't specifically, I think, have any listing. So I'm gonna say that's part of your. That'd be similar to primeval awareness or something.
Okay.
So yeah, you are able to sort of open up your senses and get a gauge for your surrounding environment, tuning into the plane, kind of feel your essence flickering in and out of the ethereal plane to the material as your body stays present. You expand your feel, and you do get a register of a portal, but it's not particularly strong.
Okay.
Would a portal also be like a teleportation circle?
Yeah, that would qualify as a...
Yeah, I guess I don't know. Does it have to be an active one, or is it like if there's like the sigils there?
No,
I can.
if there was a planar portal that could be opened or something to that
Okay.
effect, it would
But
be...
like one that's broken, would that register at all? Just
No, because that
Okay,
wouldn't have
okay.
the arcane essence
Cool.
to it anymore. As you guys are continuing to walk,
How filthy are we?
I mean,
I'm
you
clean.
jumped in garbage.
That's
So,
You jumped in garbage and jumped in the bushes.
yeah.
true. Excuse me, guards.
There might not
Well,
be
that's-
any guards to excuse. I mean, he
Well,
didn't.
I would have wanted to deal with that right at the beginning.
No, I gotta
Like,
roll
if
it.
I'm stinky, I'm gonna be wanting to clean this up, you know?
I don't think there would have been.
Thank you.
There would have been time
we
because
could just get to our jail
we
cell.
took his ass out, and then you searched. I still have to identify the shit that you pulled off Elowen too.
Yep.
Okay. So, as you are continuing to walk, you get another little kind of poke in the back. Keep
motherfucker.
your pace up. And the next thing you hear is this gargling and kind of instinctually turn around at this guttural noise, and you see two of the guards just dagger deep in the back of the other guards. Draws the blade out.
Okay,
Quiet.
we could have done that.
And he begins conjuring a spell, and you see like these two halves of a hamster ball kind of close around the bodies, and they disappear.
Who is it?
Okay, that was fucking sweet.
I need to learn that.
Is it?
Who is it?
Is this a...
He looks like a guard.
Oh,
They both just appear to be guards.
I assume it's the void.
Date your
Sproigins.
loyalties.
Come with us.
Not-
And they begin turning and
changing
jogging
groups
away.
here.
All right.
Are
They
we just
begin-
gonna assume because they could be bad? This could be the circle, and we're
It
being
just
let into the trap.
keeps getting more
Just-
dangerous. Let's go.
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
gonna follow, but I'm gonna prestigitate the smell off me.
Oh yeah.
Stink myself.
I'm
real
gonna
quick.
heal some of my stuff too while we're at it.
All right.
Where's his mom?
4th level
How
heal.
is she doing?
She's still with you.
Okay.
They're not like sprinting, but
So,
they're making a jog pace.
During all of this, I want to make
Expeditious
sure
retreat.
she's not behind us at any point. She's surrounded by us and protected.
Sure. Noted.
Yeah, I would be very aware of.
So we'll say that you both are kind of flanking her just to make sure she's still kind of keeping pace.
Yeah.
The guards are making a little bit of ground just because doing so kind of drags you a little bit, but you're losing a foot maybe every 10. You're still able to keep up kind of and see them without too much issue. After a short while, you see them moving towards the tail end or the complete western edge of Benamir, and after a few blocks of just this very casual but very definitive jogging pace, you see them turn into an alley.
Can we say that while we're doing that, I change form into a guard?
Yeah, because you're still wearing guard's armor, correct? Yeah. So,
Can you just turn into one of the ones that just got stabbed?
Yeah. But with like a
With the
big
unibrow.
ass unibrow.
Albie shirt. And,
Nice. Okay, so
I forgot she moved your mustache to
Mhm.
to a unibrow.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
you guys eventually catch up about 15 seconds after you see them turn into the alley. Sproigins, my old pal.
Jesus Christ.
Where have you been? I thought we were supposed to meet here hours ago.
Who the fuck is this?
Yeah, who is this?
This is Herbal. And sitting across from him,
Seen her
across the alley, kind of just leaning against the wall of a building, sort of throwing a ball and catching it, is Brandi, the blacksmith. And as they see you turn, he kind of throws you a small disc. I had time to finish that early.
Yeah. So can I have the gold back now too?
Don't
It was shipping gold.
don't ask the void if you can have gold back. He's not from here. He's from an island that floats in the sky.
What's
and
the
there weren't
void?
like other people.
You see Ervil kind of like put his hand up to Brandine. Just not now.
What's the void?
Yeah,
What's the
we're
void?
just a total shit show. Don't mind us.
Friend, please, come, greet me properly.
Hold,
Comes to give you a hug.
I want to put my hand up on his chest. The last time somebody tried to give me a hug, he also tried to kill me a couple days later, which was Elwyn, which we dispatched before he turned into a fire elemental.
Yeah,
and then
no
left.
promises I won't try to kill you still.
Okay, that's good.
What
because-
happened?
What do you mean? What happened?
We
We
killed him.
decimated him because he's a prick.
Do you remember the specifics of what you were asked to do?
Yeah. We go in, get the stuff, nailed it, checked that off. Have it delivered to him,
Yes.
nailed it, checked it off. He died. Was not
Sort of.
wasn't known as don't kill him, don't get into an altercation. It was deliver it to him. Nailed it.
I thought suggesting not to kill anybody and to remain stealthy was kind of part of the theme of the mission.
How far were you around at all? Did you see him open up the sky and try to bring the
Yes, I was around.
And you didn't.
I mean, like, that's his prerogative.
He was gonna. It was
What's-
either him or us. Doesn't matter. Shit is done. Took care of it.
You've complicated things for us, Sproigins.
Yeah, I know.
That's
but
what he does.
You already know I'm a shit show. This is what happens.
Now
I
I
don't
don't
know
deal
what-
with Klaba as well.
I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what you want.
I
more.
mean, they're down a bunch of guards.
Yeah, we killed a bunch of guards. I killed my first
Excellent.
person.
We have a bunch of guards. Half our men are in there.
Ooh.
That's
Oh, did we kill a bunch of your people?
no, we don't
Okay.
directly contribute.
What's
to
going on
Elwyn.
here?
This is my guy, Ervil. We go way back.
It's a very loose appropriation of my guy.
So,
This
He's
is
a
the
part of
guy
it.
who was telling us to do the stuff with the things, which is why we went to that house and broke into that.
Yeah, I couldn't
that
exactly
safe.
introduce you guys in the
And then-
casino, so
and then we were
these are my
delivering-
friends. This is Hara. This is Skadi. I'm Sproigins. You already know me. This is Walker. He's not from here.
Hi.
hi.
This is Ervil.
So now what?
Are you taking us somewhere safe?
I'm not taking you anywhere.
Well, you just took us away from there.
Yeah, there was a
Look, this is your chance. You'll either walk into a cell on your own and be there for whenever Klaba gets back, assuming that he still has good intent for you, or you're going to leave town. Which is it?
Well,
We
we gotta
can't
take
leave
care.
town.
We gotta take care of the sewers.
We have people on that. Klaba never wanted to engage in that in the first place. Evig is dead. Now it seems as if
What?
Elwyn is
Huh?
dead.
Whoa!
I told you.
Wow, shit is going down. Okay, it
We
got
would
real
be
complicated.
making moves.
Okay, I appreciate all the help, just as you would appreciate all the help from
I
us.
don't need
would
this. I have a
assume.
casino to run now.
I know you're the shit. Listen, do me a favor. This is the last time that you and I will ever see each other, but I need you.
Oh, well, how I'll miss you.
Yeah, I don't. You can keep it. You know I'm much better at bullshitting than you are. But I need you to get Akis out. I need Akis. Akis, we're gonna take
The lumbering oaf.
Yes, yeah. I need him out, and we're gonna take him out of the city, so you never have to see that prick either, ever again. It's a good trade-off.
I'm actually okay with that, yeah.
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 So get Akis out, have Akis come back to his house, and I gotta make a stop at my house. So my mom, Ervil, I don't know when the last time you guys saw each other was.
Miss Talos, always a pleasure.
We gotta get some shit, and then I gotta see my dad in the cemetery, and then we're out. And we'll never be back.
Two things then. You owe me one,
Yes.
and I'm down a couple guards because of your little stunt at the casino.
What stunt at the casino?
Yeah, what do we do with the...
Do you want my cooperation, Sproigins?
No,
Yeah.
but, like, legitimately, is that, you mean with Akis?
You send that twaddling idiot in with his mace.
That
Oh,
was,
that's right.
that was his idea.
Of course it was his idea, Sproigins!
Listen, don't be so loud, okay? Herbal, please. I apologize. I didn't
Brandi kind of chimes in. I thought it was funny.
I mean,
See this guy?
He destroyed that guy. Like, had you seen it, like, just head.
I mean,
like,
it's kind of
Do you know how much more
training.
they get paid than the guards here?
no.
It's
Well-
a lot more.
Yeah.
All right, look.
Listen, I apologize.
I don't mean to be unappreciative. This just didn't go the way I was hoping.
It never
It
does.
didn't
with
go
us.
the way that we were hoping either, but it complicated things because he had my mom and I needed to see his face when I delivered him some piece of information that he didn't want. You don't have to raise your hand, Hara. You're a person.
But you're going through stuff, and I didn't want to interrupt. Do you know about the invisible guy?
The
Like-
invisible guy?
More
Like, that's kind of
more
important.
importantly, did you know about Elwyn?
I mean, he has some weird prick cults. They go wear robes and jack each other off or something. I don't know.
Died and then turned into a fire, like, elemental thing.
Yeah, he wasn't really him. We just kind of like destroyed his form.
He could come back.
Right? That's what I was trying to tell those guards when we were leaving. Like, he
He's
could come
still
back.
alive.
Probably for the best. He's not
out there.
He's not who he said he was.
He's like,
He's a demon or elemental or whatever. We haven't been able to figure it out.
You people have fucked everything up! Ah,
That may be true, but we can't leave now.
We have to leave.
He's
would-
still alive.
Okay. Well,
but is he here?
is he
Might
here?
have
Do you
left.
know?
No, he.
We have no
it
idea.
would make
He
no
went-
sense. It would make no sense for him to come back here.
I think he'd leave to regroup, but that also means he will come for us. Anyways, there was
That's fine,
also an
we'll take
invisible
care of
guy
him.
with what, a green cloak? He cast invisibility on himself when he was working?
Yeah, the Templar elves.
Yeah, the
What?
Templar elves.
Yeah, there was one of those outside his keep.
No, there's usually about a half dozen.
Half dozen
Well, they were-
outside the keep?
Well, they were
Yeah.
not
There was only one.
on his side that we saw.
Yeah, they
No.
post up at random areas. They're this extra protection Elwyn likes. I think 2 of them are ours, but I don't think that's working out. It's complicated.
Well, they definitely did not take his side because they fucked off as soon as shit started going on.
That sounds like those ghost people in the Emerald Forest. Weren't they like Elven Templars or something like that? Only
Oh
it's
shit!
like them
Where we got the
after
Keel's
dead.
mushroom?
Yeah.
They were the
Muffle?
that was the Tomb of the Forest Paladins.
Keeble's muff.
So they're not the same thing?
I mean, that's not how they were originally described.
Well, I mean, they're elves and...
I guess you wouldn't know, but
Elvist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa,
yeah, you lesser
they're not all the
elves.
same, okay?
No.
Jeez.
Also, DM, would I know if Elwyn was a demon or an elemental? Given my history or my book or anything, there's no way I would know if what
Being
he
that
did
she's
was like
also
a...
a demon.
That, no.
All demons know
And
each other.
I've been reading that demon book.
But yeah, because you have the book, I'll let you make an intelligence check for it.
Okay. And that book does give me a... Would it give me a +5? Hang on.
It gives you a
It gives you a +5 if you are
When making a history,
Checks.
intelligence, or insight check relating to demons, add a +5 to the result.
sure. So to determine whether or not he's a demon, you can use that.
Whoa, fucking tight. Let's go. Natural 20.
Ooh, big dice went in jail.
You just jailed the metallic dice from Gen
Well, I did have one left.
That thing
Indianapolis,
weighs more than
Indiana.
the jail does.
Right?
Jeez. That's fine.
It legit probably
No
does.
problem.
Yeah, probably
Natural
does.
20.
Okay, that's fine.
Nailed
And
it.
this is a what? Intelligence?
Yep.
Then it's 13 +5, 18.
18. You're not overly familiar with the varying races and traits that might be present in all of the different layers of the Hells. But generally speaking, those are more natural in their implementation. Having a personal experience with the Hellish Rebuke spell that you can cast from your sort of internal racial self, it didn't seem like he was generating magic in that way. It seemed as if he was more so harnessing arcane energy rather than something that was innate to him.
So I'm thinking he's probably
is dead. Yeah.
What?
not a demon.
So you would not have information to suggest that he was a demon, it would seem.
It was Evig that was the military guy, correct?
Casino.
No, that's
Clava.
Okay.
Casino
Evig-
economics.
There's all these names.
Literally 3 of
Evig
them.
was the.
I know,
He was the
but there's first
hoity-toity
names and
artsy
last
guy.
names.
It's
So there's like
Mornstall,
6 total names.
Clava, Evig.
3 guys.
And I'm bad with names.
And
I
Evig
got it
was the
written
guy
down.
with
Alphabet.
the lilacs and
Yeah, we don't-
why
yeah.
he was
Doesn't
walking
matter.
around with
I-
pink glitter
Yep,
and everyone's like,
stop.
Yep.
We're not even.
Doesn't
Because
matter.
everybody's on a different page. That's fine. So, you guys are still standing there with Ervil, arguing amongst yourselves. And,
Thank you.
yes,
Okay.
my guards,
Yes.
I'll need to hire at least 2 new ones.
How
While my original people are healed and rest up a bit.
much would your guards be?
I think wages is going to be 100 gold easy.
Okay. Hold on. I want a sidebar. Pull Hara over to a sidebar. Hara, how much are platinum bars worth? Or do you have
What?
100? Do you have
What?
100 gold?
You counting your copper over there?
Yep, just the copper and electrum that I keep in my long underwear.
can't we just clean up the boom and the sewers instead?
No, they're already taking care of that.
Are they?
I need 100 gold.
You're not gonna haggle or.
No, I'm not
You're
going to
gonna
haggle
just-
the guy from the void.
I'm
that I've
waiting.
known since. Hold on, I've almost
Okay,
got
I
it.
will give you my only platinum bar that
Okay.
we found after almost dying. And it's beautiful and precious and the only
Fucking
one.
platinum bar. Turns out we have just the what you're looking for your guards. Thank you for your service.
Kind of throws it over at Brandi and he tucks it away.
Well, I'm
Just
broke.
kind of goes back to throwing his ball up in the air. Sitting there waiting.
I'm gonna Druidcraft Gust to Wind it so he misses it.
Are you doing it stealthily?
No.
As the ball blows out of the range of his catch, you actually see him quick as anything you've seen move. He doesn't leave his place so much as extends his hand out, and now his grip is about 2 feet to the left. And at the same time, you see that his dagger was pulled out with his right hand.
I'm gonna wink at him.
He puts
What, the
The-
bedroom light?
puts the ball away in his pocket, and then now just kind of begins twirling the dagger, looking at you.
I'm gonna wink at him.
He's still just twirling his dagger now, just looking at you.
All right, everything's great. Thank you so much. All right, so you know where we'll be. I'm going to go to my house with my mom to pack our things so we can leave Benamir and never see anybody's face ever again. You'll deliver Akis to the house to get him out of Benamir so nobody has to see him ever again.
And getting him out can be a challenge as well, you understand.
Challenge which I know that you can succeed. Because you can do anything that you put
That is
your mind
probably
to it.
true. If I had, let's say, another 50 gold to grease a palm here or there, it would be much easier to do a favor for such an old friend.
50?
Correct.
I mean, I could probably just walk in there and get him out, don't you think? With the way that I'm dressed?
It's settled then. We'll be off.
But I don't wanna. Just 1 second, let me look at my long johns and see if I have 50
yes,
in
I'm
there.
sure there's some more room down in there deeper.
Yeah.
While you're
Like-
doing that, like, what's your plan for the sewers and all the stuff that's in there?
Our plan is our own, and I would recommend you not worry about it on your way out of town.
I don't like that answer.
Can you at least just give us some sort of assurance that
I don't give a shit what you like.
I
will
want to make
give you
sure this town
no
isn't
assurance.
gonna blow up?
Sproigins, I'm going to kill your friends.
He's not gonna kill you. Somebody give me fucking 50 gold so we can get out of
I
here.
only have 30. You
Take fucking 30 gold. You'll never see me ever again. Just get the prick out of jail.
Jesus. These people. I'll have it seen to.
Thank you.
I'm gonna make a flower.
Just keep your fucking flower. Let's go.
Him and Brandi now kind of get off the wall, sort of early Mobsy style. Start walking away, heading south.
I'm gonna chuck it out.
I have a feeling they're gonna fuck it up and they're gonna blow up the whole city.
Oh, I got hit.
If it's a spell, I'll counterspell.
It's not.
If it's
I'm just getting punched in the face.
Nope, they're walking away at this point. But I'll say specifically wasn't trying to inflict maximum damage. But you take 21 points of piercing damage as he throws a dagger. It goes through your foot and sticks into the ground. Had about enough of all your shit. Out of my town now!
Have a good day.
Do they keep walking?
Yeah, they turn around and keep walking.
Is it a nice dagger?
I was gonna say, you want this dagger?
Seems like a decent enough dagger.
I pull the dagger out of her foot and pocket it.
Sure.
Is it my dagger?
I'll balance it
No.
first.
Okay.
See it? Kind of nice. I like it. Twirl around into the bag. I can dig it.
Why?
Free dagger.
I mean, it's really well made. It probably would have been like several gold.
Daggers than
They're being
having one.
butt munches.
We like to poke the hornet's
They
nest.
lead a criminal organization within a city of this size.
But they were butt munches.
Mm-hmm. And so are we.
Yeah.
Okay, but for real, are we really gonna leave with this possibility of an entire town being exploded and just trust them to take care of it?
Would you like to go against what they say and go down into the sewers and try to take care of it before a large criminal organization takes care of it?
I mean,
Now, when I say the words
Okay.
criminal organization, I don't mean that they're just like evil, like we're doing all these things, but like they do a lot of undercover shit. We didn't know it was them. They easily the fucking guards and
No,
got
I
us out
kind
of
of
here.
assumed it was them when the other guards came and joined the second group of guards, because you really don't need that many guards.
Yeah,
you
well,
don't
I
need
was
to have
hoping,
a swap,
but-
regardless,
It's Sproigins'
Yeah,
town.
we are
well,
guardless.
I'm gonna follow it, but I just want to point out, criminal organization,
Mm-hmm.
explosives that could hold an entire city hostage.
plus like demon thing guides.
And
cult.
Herbal runs the entire casino, and if the city blows up, then he runs no casino.
You trust Erval?
No. I don't fucking trust anybody outside
I just-
of my mom and Akis and you assholes.
I feel like it's a mistake leaving here.
And what do you want to do?
I want to.
Well,
Punch
at the
Herbal.
very least, I think we should find out more about Elwyn.
Yeah, that would I can
He
do.
is still out there. He will still come after you.
Fuck him. Okay, I don't give. I can explode his stupid firehead.
I mean,
I don't give a fuck about him.
can I actually almost.
Well, let's just start walking to your house, wherever it is. Lead the way.
Yeah, we'll walk to my house. Mom, are you okay? Jesus Christ, I'm
That was... Ervil's changed too, it
Yeah.
seems.
yeah, he's a different dude. Also, Agatha's in jail. Like, he's been good to you, right? Like,
Agus has always been very helpful.
I know, but like with Dad being gone, he was good.
He cleaned more at our place than he did his own.
You can tell.
I mean, it's not a lot still, but,
Yeah.
you know. I mean, he did some.
Okay.
And
All right.
tried to cook, and it was terrible. He tried.
Yeah, it's fine. Him and Herbal don't get along. Well, him and really nobody outside of you and Dad and me he get along with.
Well, he's
That's
an
fine.
acquired taste, but he's always been very kind to me.
Yeah, he's a good dude. Well, we're gonna go home. I need you to pack shit because we're leaving Benamir. We're never gonna come back. So
So it would seem.
yeah, so we're gonna go.
But it's might blow up, so it's a good thing you're leaving.
Yeah, fuck these people, right?
Can we just
You've never sworn
walk
your
home?
entire life. Yes, we'll go.
We're walking.
I mean, is it safe?
Everything is totally safe.
But in case it's not safe, if I look at you and hold my necklace and say something, just go with it.
And
Okay.
also, there might be something in there. Don't freak out. It's fine.
She's got a large fire dinosaur. And
I don't think I want to be in there.
I don't.
No, it's just worst case scenario.
It's fine.
We'll go with you.
We will get.
Let's just stay in this magic house you built.
I can't do that until tomorrow. I need to sleep first.
Is that how it works?
It's I used a lot of my magical ability to kill the guy that kidnapped you.
So it's like a buy spell.
Yeah.
Every other day you can use it.
Mm-hmm.
You can sleep in a cage. It's safe.
She did that for a long ass time. No more cages. No more cages. We're just gonna go sleep in our house, and if somebody, don't worry about him. Actually, funny story. While we're walking, he, not Walker, but his former life, he knew Dad. So also, while we're walking,
He was a wonderful gentleman.
stop it. You don't know.
No, I don't.
He's lived former lives.
It's kind.
Did Dad ever talk to you about his people that he hung out with, like Snar and Dagalon and?
I remember Axme, his accompanist, a number of people he worked with for a short period of time. But
were any of them blue?
I've never heard those names.
So her dad, Snar,
Snar.
he was also a friend of Dad's, and also maybe her dad, Dagalon, who was a dragon person, he was also friends with. Turns out Dad had a lot of secrets.
Are you sure I'm awake?
Yeah, we're good.
Is this real?
Wait, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately.
You haven't even seen the fire dinosaur yet.
Yeah, you haven't seen the fire dinosaur yet.
What's a dinosaur?
It's true.
You know what a dinosaur is.
She kind of is seeming just weak and flushed of energy, and she doesn't have any, open wounds or anything to that at this point, but she just feels defeated, and her physical stature is just kind of
She's drained.
slumped. And as you're saying these things, and she just kind of drops down to her knees for a moment and just kind of starts crying softly on the ground in front of you. Why is this happening, Sproigins? Never mind it.
Thank you.
If there's one thing your father would not have stood for, it was dilly-dally and nonsense.
Yeah.
He was always a very serious man. But so caring and passionate.
It's a lot of secrets.
Apple?
Thank you. Let's
Here.
go home.
We're gonna go.
And she just kind of turns to sort of not lead the group as much as just is now walking that direction as much as anything. You guys take it probably takes you about 20 minutes. You start to see the crowds picking up again, it would seem. There's an odd energy in the streets. Instead of kind of people going to and fro, it is small chunks, 2 people, 3 people, a small circle of 4 or 5, all kind of whispering to one another, talking, single people kind of just marching through the streets, either with an extreme sense of urgency or just kind of being very curious about their surroundings and kind of looking around. As you are walking by one of these, he's kind of disheveled looking. He has cloth sort of clothing. You're well within the copper quarters at this point, but he has this short-ish blonde hair. It's kind of draped over his ears because maybe it was cut with like a dagger or something to that effect. And he's kind of got this weird angular type of face with some freckles and maybe adolescent-ish type age, and he's kind of in a hurried excitement. He's looking for something, and as you look at him, you see Letus standing there. Miss,
Yeah.
do you know what happened?
I'm sorry. Happened about what?
And as you kind of shake your head, you return back to the form of this adolescent kid who's just curious about the copper quarters. The smoke in the sky, the noises.
Oh, yeah. There was this really bad guy who was over that way, but he's been taken care of by some heroes.
Heroes.
Yeah.
All right. And he starts running that direction.
I wouldn't. They've left.
Just killed him.
He's moving full speed now, like way past you.
Use the dash action.
And he's like a rogue in training, so half moving.
Checking for traps, full speed.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so after about another 10 minutes of walking, you guys arrive at Sproigins' old homestead.
Before you walk in, please hold on, Mom. I just want to make sure there's no magic on the house that is going to do damage, because Alwyn was making sure to know everywhere that we went.
Okay.
Can one of you guys, do you have the...
Untap.
Walker, can you detect magic still?
Nope.
Or...
I can.
Oh, yeah, no, actually, I did equip that. So I can.
I mean, I don't really care who does it.
I'll do it on the door, or around the door.
Okay. It seems as if at this point, there is no glowing arcane energy around.
Hara, do you want to check the door for traps?
I checked the door for traps.
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Investigation. 18.
Doesn't appear to be anything out of the ordinary. The door jamb is shifted a little bit, and as you examine it, it seems kind of like maybe it was thrown open with some force that pulled some of the screws in the top hinge out a little bit, but after examining it closer, it's not trapped, it's just gave under the wear and tear or sort of a violent push.
Do you want me to go check it out first?
I try to open it.
Yeah.
It kind of, and the top of the door on the inside portion wiggles even a little bit as you pull it. It's kind of just barely hanging on there, and the door opens up.
Is there a second floor to this place at all?
Yep, it's a 3-story complex.
Any windows open or anything like that? Or
Yep, there's still the windows directly above the main entryway area that are open.
I would like to Misty Step through one of the windows.
Okay. So directly in front of the door, as you jettison up with your Misty Step, you find yourself in a decently sizable room, probably about 15 feet by 12 feet, give or take. There seems to be a nice bed. It is perfectly kept. It has the bed still folded. There's a dresser in the corner. There's a large desk that appears to have several ink and quill pots on it. All seem to be empty, and a large portion of the room seems to be covered in dust.
Okay. I don't want to touch any of the stuff, but I want to just slowly make my way footpath-wise, making sure that everything's on the up and up.
Okay, yeah, you go ahead and make an investigation check as well. Are you guys going in behind Hara?
No, just let them do their thing.
I was just here a week ago.
Right, but they're just making sure that the house is, everything is fine.
16.
Nothing seems trapped that you can...
Okay, well, I'll just make my way down to what I think I'll do that all the way down to what I think is the front door and meet up with them.
Gotcha.
And I'll have entered and been doing it on the first floor.
Okay.
And when I know that it's not trapped, I'll also try to prestidigitate along the way, getting rid of some of the dust.
No, it's not dusty on the first floor.
Oh, it's just on the second? Or just that one room?
You don't know.
I think that was probably Sproigins' room.
Oh.
You do not know. The house itself seems to be relatively clean, relatively organized. Not really much notable to speak of, short for the fact that it's clearly a little bit better kept, maybe a little bit larger than some of the surrounding homes in the Copper Quarters. But all of the interior seems rather mundane. from the pathway to the kitchen, which is in the back portion of the house, leading through one of the main sort of entertaining and seating areas out towards the front door. It appears as if there is a footstool that's knocked over. There is a piece of the table in this little sitting area that appears to have been shoved and tipped, and now the top of the table is kind of sitting a little bit ajar. One of the dining room chairs is also slid far out of position. So there's some odd, weird quirks, some things that stand out very broadly in contrast to the general order of the rest of the house. But short of those things, it would seem as if almost no one lived here.
As I went through, I would have tried to pick that stuff up so it doesn't look like something happened there.
It's probably when they came and took her.
As soon as everyone makes their way in the door, I'll set up my alarm on the door for not to include any of us, and then Akis as well.
Okay.
We good in there?
Yeah,
Yes.
go ahead, come in.
All right. We'll come in.
So you eventually make your way in the house. Your mother continues to walk forward and then eventually just collapses on the couch and just kind of sitting there. Eyes still open, but like clearly tired. Really trying to, it seems like, just get a gauge on the moment more than anything. She's just kind of sitting there quietly.
I feel you. It's been a rough one.
Do you want me to pack stuff for you, or do you want to wait until tomorrow to pack up? And then
I could do with rest, if that's okay.
I think we all could.
Is there anything I can get you? Anything to drink or?
No, but before I go to sleep, there is one thing. She kind of gets up slowly, hands on her knees, sort of forcing her body upright. Her dress kind of kicking underneath as she has a little bit more of a pace to her at the moment. You see her kind of forcing herself up the stairs as she takes individual steps. And just one moment. Walks up. Kind of hear some doors clicking, some rummaging, some shuffling. And then she begins coming back down the stairs and sort of in the side facing away from you as she's coming down, you see what appears to be this very sort of elaborate and large-bodied lute that she's bringing down the stairs. I don't even know why I kept it all these years. I hoped I had seen you sooner, and I thought it would have made a good graduation gift for you to get your father's instrument. But I wanted you to have it.
just look at it for a couple minutes. Give her a hug.
She gives you a hug back and then kind of quickly turns away and just heads back to the couch and is kind of in a very solemn place. Emotionally, physically, cognitively, she is clearly going through the withdrawal of a terrible situation, trying to make sense. You can see the gears spinning. You might not know exactly what's going on, but she's very deep in a number of trains of thought at the moment.
Yeah, she always gets like that. All right, well, I'll let you sleep.
I'm gonna try to.
I don't know what to do. I don't.
No, just. Never mind. I'm gonna try to find my way to the kitchen and try to find a tea kettle or something.
Well, the kitchen's not hidden, so you can get there pretty easily.
But I mean, like, it's in a house I'm not familiar with, so it's like, where is it?
Sure. I mean, it's bigger for the copper quarters, but it's not a mansion or anything.
Okay.
It's, it's probably only about 40 and change feet wide.
Okay.
Probably just a little deeper than that. So it's easy enough to navigate through. It just happens to have a little additional height on top of a lot of the surrounding houses. You're able to find the kitchen without difficulty. There's actually a couple different kettles that are still currently directly next to one of the heating drag-over racks for the area where food is cooked, and you're able to utilize it should you wish.
I just want to make some tea.
Okay. Searching through, eventually, found some tea. Go through the process and start doing all that. Is anyone doing anything else right away?
Go ahead.
I'm gonna look around for a fireplace.
Okay. There is a fireplace. It is not on the first floor. It does take you a little while to find because that's relatively unconventional. But as you go up,
I wouldn't have left the first floor.
there's not one on the first floor.
Okay.
Yeah, I would have let her know it's on the second floor.
Yeah.
Or wherever it is.
So as he sees you ambling about, you can have one take your time to go to the second floor fireplace, should you wish. Are you guys doing anything else?
What are we doing?
We need to get a long rest, and then we're going to get out of here.
Where are we gonna go?
We're going to go to Haverbrook, right? Or Crendon?
I need to go to Haverbrook.
What's Haverbrook?
It's where I'm from. It's where my druid tribe is. We almost died. And we're not super far away, but we have to go to the Shadowfell. We have to go do all this other stuff, and I don't know if I'm ever gonna be back here again. I need to check.
Do you
My
have
tribe.
family or?
They all sort of are, but when I was a kid, I let a human out, helped him escape the hells.
Wait. You held prisoners.
My family did.
The family that we're gonna go visit.
So, I was born in the hells.
Okay.
My birth family was a bunch of demons, a bunch of dicks. Don't like them. They weren't very nice.
Okay.
All right.
I'm on board.
Okay. They would take people from this plane onto that plane.
That's no good.
Slavery and cages and a lot of... So, trying to be I don't know why I started doing it, but I tried to let the slaves out. And I succeeded once and got...
Seems like you guys have always liked getting into trouble.
Yeah. I got a human out. There's just one that I know made it because at one point I made it back to the material plane, this plane, and I found him again. Only because of the way that time works, he was an adult now when I was only a couple years older.
Okay.
So he kind of adopted me, but it's also weird because I still think of him as the same age.
Does this him have a name?
Yeah, Reese.
Reese.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to visit Reese.
Yes. My demon family, my mom is kind of, and my brothers, they're kind of part of the army that's causing a ruckus. They're in the army.
I haven't experienced that, but
okay.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll get to it.
We're in a war. That's why we're doing all
Yeah.
this stuff.
No, I've caught
my
all
family's
that.
in there, being dicks and hurting people.
Okay.
So I'm kind of on the opposite side of
Okay. So is this going to be a Sproigins we go visit family, or is this going to be hey, how's it going? Let's have dinner family.
Well, we could check before we go to see if can you do that?
I mean,
I'm upstairs. I forgot.
Oh, well, I could ask Skadi to
I figured I would wait until the whole group was
Yeah.
back to talk
Then
about
yes.
what the plan was.
Because if Skadi can scry on him, we can at least see if nothing crazy is going on. I still need to see it for myself, but
Okay. Anyone else have wants, needs, stuff? What are we gonna do with your mom?
Maybe,
Are you
Haverbrook's nice, right?
Are you gonna run off on us, or?
Haverbrook's nice?
it's a forest.
It's just a forest?
Yeah,
But
they're
not-
just
Oh, I like
they're
forests.
just you'll like
Yeah.
it there. But it's just a druid tribe. It's not like a city or anything.
Oh, I'll like it.
Yeah, you'll like it.
It'll
So
just be a little warm.
we go to Haverbrook, then we go to Crendon. Is my mom asleep on the couch? She pass out.
No, she's still kind of sitting there working
Crendon
through her
seems
stuff.
We'll go to Crendon. Mom, you can we can set you up in Crendon. Have you ever been to Crendon? Have you ever wanted to go to Crendon? Crendon's pretty awesome. Crendon's beautiful.
We're kind of famous in Crendon.
We are kind of famous in Crendon.
I don't want anyone to know me anywhere.
Nobody will know you. Here.
We can set you
I'm
up with
gonna
some
put the
people.
necklace of non-detection around her. Okay.
We can set you up with some people that we know and trust there, and you can be safe because
Yeah,
a
you
lot
could
of
be
the
someone
bad stuff
totally
hasn't touched
different.
there.
You can be someone totally different.
Oh, after what I've been through, I trust you.
Yeah. So we'll get her set up in Crinden
Okay.
and bring Akis to Crinden. You and Akis, he can watch over you while I'm gone.
Akis and Crinden?
Yeah, I know. It's fine.
Do they have a jail?
Yeah, they have a pretty big jail.
Do they have guards?
Yeah, they have tons of guards.
He's gonna end up in jail.
I know, it's fine.
Maybe he'll do the Punisher's quarry.
Yeah, that would be actually pretty great for him. Crinden, we can set Crinden up, and then I have a plan afterwards. But I need to get you guys out of here. But we have to go stop by in the forest and go see some druids first.
Yeah, just this thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
As you guys are just having that conversation, you hear knock on the front door.
And Mage Hand, open the door.
Okay. Standing there in the doorway, you all see Akis. Ah, you prick! How are ye?
Agus, get in here.
Thank you, Sproigins. Seems to be picking his feet up a little high.
Mage Hand, close the door.
What's wrong with him?
Yeah, Akis, what's wrong with you?
What's wrong with you? Talking foul.
Don't
Disgusting.
don't spit in the house, Agus.
I would never.
What's the mom doing?
She just runs up. Akis gives him a hug and
Yes.
gives her a,
This is like meeting all your fan fiction that you Yep. Yes, I knew it. I knew they were effing.
No, I was just talking about
OTP.
Deej having to do two at once.
yeah. No, he gives her a hug. She kind of goes back to sitting down and she's doing the. Do you know what happened in this? He got me arrested.
Wow, that's true.
Akis
Sproigins
was a big help.
I needed him to. I simply asked if
to
he.
send Akis to jail.
No, yes, I needed him to cause a distraction, and that
You're
was.
lucky we were almost killed today, or I would not be feeding you later.
I know. Thank you, Akis.
Bad Sproigins.
Sorry to break, but I love mom voice Deej. And also, while they were having that conversation, I would have brought the cups of tea and then pour one for Akis.
Gotcha.
Okay,
Akis don't drink tea.
I'm gonna go up to my dad's study.
Okay.
Study that I was not allowed to enter,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna enter it.
Okay.
Hard.
Okay,
Mhm.
I'm gonna enter it. Is the door open?
Yeah, the door's open.
Bam, open it up. Oh, and even as a full-grown adult. That's right. I'll walk in.
Okay. Make a wisdom saving. I'm kidding. Nothing.
Just an image of him. You. Yeah, I told you. I'm gonna look and see if there's anything like interesting, like
Make an
any
investigation check.
notes.
Oh,
Come.
what are you
Like-
looking for?
Notes or drawings or music sheets or like I don't know. I mean, I've never been in here, so like everything is interesting. So
Right.
like
Sure.
if there's items, I want to pick them up and look at them, or
Okay.
if there's any like journals or notes at all, I want to kind of see if there's any of that stuff. Anything of note,
So-
whatever that would mean.
So go ahead and make a general perception check then.
Okay. Oh,
Nice.
what's poppin'?
Nice.
31.
31.
It's a very small room. It's easy to see a lot of things.
Yeah, so there's some books, some collection on bard tales, a history of a number of historic battles. You do find what appear to be a number of route maps that it seems as if your father kept track for when he went out on his barding tours with his group.
Snatch those.
There are a number of different colors that are kind of lined up, largely centered on Dala. But it seems like there are a couple different lines that stretch from Esterlin all the way towards the western edge of the continent. Just south of Fire Shield is about as far as he ever traveled that way. But it seems like aside from the crazy and chaotic winding paths all through Esterlin, there's a couple specific arcs that run across Undala as well.
All right, I'm gonna grab those.
Oh, and then there you also find a small bottle on his on top of his work desk. There's a couple different ink pots. And as you look closely in one of the ink pots has a stopper in it. And just kind of errantly flipping through things with your fingers, you just happen to brush your finger across it, sort of looking to touch, contextually and tactily go through what you're looking at. And instead of uncorking or moving or pulling or anything to that effect, the top of the ink pot actually just tips over. And there's a very powerful smelling odor that comes off it that's very rich, very it's a certain musk but with a sweetness to it as well. It seems to be some kind of cologne.
Oh. All right. Put the little does it smell like a smell I've smelled before?
It might be somewhat familiar, but I would say that this isn't something that you would ever associate with your father odor-wise.
All right. I'm going to put the stopper in it again.
Okay.
Take that. So I've got the maps. I've got this little ink cologne thing.
Yep.
Anything else of note in here?
Not that you found. There's a lot of his old records for what they ate while they were on the road, and like I said, the area itself is largely filled with a bunch of different books. There is some sketches and drawings that appear to have been done by Axme of your father that are particularly bad and demonstrate very little skill, but still clearly resemble the signature characteristics of your father.
I'm gonna take those.
Yeah. And there's kind of a smattering of other documentation, but nothing that's particularly pertinent, it would seem.
Anything with Snar or Dagalon or whatever?
Nothing, it would seem.
Avendra or
Avalonia.
No.
Anything on the Underdark or Doppelgangers?
No. The books all seem to be historical or relatively knowledge-based in their collection. There doesn't seem to be any real definitive lore-based or historical stuff that would have been secret necessarily. If he had something to that effect, it seems as if maybe it wasn't kept here.
Okay. I want to, just for shits and giggles, because I read about it in a book, I want to go along the bookshelf and tip all the books and see if it opens a secret passage.
Okay. Individually tipping all the books
Mage hand it.
doesn't seem to open any passages.
I want to lightly stomp on all the floorboards to see if a floorboard pops up.
You all begin to hear this sort of rhythmic tapping. And after about
Doing a new song.
15, 20 seconds, it stops. Don't seem to unearth anything there.
All right.
That was floorboard beats.
That's fine.
The Benamir
Maybe
Bluegrass.
I want to, there is no ink in any of the pots?
No. No, they weren't corked. They've dried out or since been depleted, it would seem.
Does he have any empty blank parchments on his desk?
Yeah, there is some blank parchment if you wanted to do that. You found a number that was kind of tucked in a drawer specifically as a available resource for that.
All right. I'm going to take my inkwell out. Shit, I don't have it. I gave it to Hara. Hara!
What?
I need some ink!
Coming.
Thank you. Close the door.
Cool.
No kids allowed.
I'll take one of the quills, dip it in ink, and then on one of the blank parchments, I want to write, I miss you. And then leave the room.
Okay. Anybody doing anything else right away?
Oh, I mean, I'm gonna go find the fireplace while everyone's hanging out.
Okay. So when you come back down, you two are kind of talking about your strategies as the tail end of that conversation drifts away, and Skadi and Sproigins are continuing to go through the process of tending to Is with the fireplace or investigating his dad's old office. You come down and see, as you had probably just recently witnessed, it seems as if Sproigins' mother has now laid down on the couch. She has a small blanket draped over her that Akis kind of had a large, fat paw claw, just super delicately. And he smells particularly bad compared to normal, but she also doesn't seem to mind or notice, it would seem, at the moment. So
If I noticed that, I would have been like surreptitiously like prestidigitating the smell
Just
away.
spritzing little
Yeah.
spots.
yeah.
Just like a little bit at a time.
Okay, noted. But she now is asleep when you come down, and Akis is kind of just sitting there, sort of amazed at the circumstances he finds himself in. And so, what's your plan?
So, is there anything that you need from your house? Because we're going to leave Benamir.
We're going to leave.
Yeah. We can't stay. So, while you were in jail, thank you very much, by the way. While you were in jail,
Oh, my platinum.
yes.
Oh,
Just
yeah,
hold
yeah,
on.
Yeah,
Don't-
right.
okay. So, thank you for your assistance.
I got the trick.
You smushed him.
Don't you spit in
Real
our
good.
ass.
Walker, don't spit in my house.
Prestidigitation.
Thank you, Hara. Jesus. Okay, so,
This is a thing.
I gotta get my vest.
Elwyn, he's dead.
He's not dead.
Okay, his like
His
nasty,
Elwyn
his
form
nasty
kind of-
human.
Seems like maybe you don't know.
The Elwyn that you knew, dead. Not actually a human.
I only knew one.
He's a demon.
He was a prick.
He was like a demon magma lava thing. So his body dead. You'd have been proud. His head exploded.
Did you hit him with a mace?
Yes.
Oh, good boy.
Yeah.
Good boy.
The only time I've ever used a mace. Ah, shit.
Yeah, it does. Like, it's thundery. He gives you a good tap.
Only time I've ever used a mace in my entire life. I learned from watching you. The way you crushed that guy's skull, I did the same thing.
Make a deception check.
Head demolished.
Yeah.
34.
I would have given anything to see it.
You would have been proud. I'll show you later. I'll do a magics to show you exactly how it happened.
I don't want a magics. I want to see you do it.
Well, okay. So listen.
Let's go kill someone.
So we're not here. So we're gonna leave Benamir for good and never come back. That was the arrangement that I made with Herbal to get you out of jail.
Where am I gonna stay?
You're gonna stay in Crindon for
Crandon.
Yes. Okay, so settle down. Listen. Okay, we're all gonna go to Crindon.
Crandon is full of right bricks, you know.
I know. You are going to do everything within your power
To kill.
to watch over my mother while you two are in Crindon. Agreed?
Right.
Okay. And then, after a little bit, I'll get you out of Crindon and come with me to the kitchen, please. Away from everybody else.
I don't need to see it.
No,
Spray.
hey, listen. I have a castle for you and Mom.
What?
I have a castle.
You some kind of poncy lord?
I'm gonna take it out of my bag, the little... Okay, this looks like...
Right, press! Slaps you.
How much damage was that?
He didn't do it to inflict damage as much as give him a little bit of a rap.
You don't know anything about magic. I do. This is a magic castle. If I slam it down,
I can't fit a wee bit of drink in that.
it turns into a huge castle.
You're right.
Do you want to live in a fucking castle or no?
Right, Prick. Just always such a smart ass.
Listen,
Just such a charming boy.
that's right. Thank you, Akis. Do you want to live in a castle?
Ah, yes, I want to live in a fucking castle.
Make a deception roll.
You're not trying to hide it.
Yeah. Okay. You can live in a castle and watch over my mom all day long and just eat a bunch of trash and just drink all day, and we can find things for you to just kill. We can find things for you to kill. Or
All right, I'll do it.
okay. So if you need shit from your house, go next door and grab it because we leave tomorrow.
My vest.
Okay, go get your vest. Is that the vest that one of you took out of his?
No, it was in the closet that you
Oh,
Yeah, it was the one thing that.
Yeah.
scooted.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the only piece of clothing that he owned, it seemed, outside of the...
For some reason, I thought somebody like took it.
I don't think so.
I don't
no.
think.
I think we all decided we are not touching it.
Y'all
I mean,
didn't want to
I'll
touch much of
admit
anything in
that.
Agnes's house.
Yeah, that makes total sense.
But he disappears out the front door, and you kind of hear him sort of gingerly make his way across the entryway there. Is anybody else doing anything right away?
I mean, I'm checking on us.
Okay. As you are sort of continuing on trying to put plans together individually together, you hear another knock on the door about 5 minutes after Akis leaves.
That would have registered, right?
It's just a knock. Nobody's
Didn't cross the
breached the
line.
entryway.
No.
I don't know who this is.
Is
who
there
this
a
could
window
be.
to see who outside? See who is outside?
Yeah. You can look outside.
Surreptitiously look out the window.
Make a stealth check.
Make a
That's so much
surreptitious
better.
roll.
My stealth is 32.
32.
Well, she is the window.
So you peek outside, and Letus is standing at the front door.
I click open the door.
Who?
Hello?
Okay.
You now see, as you open the door, this small young girl. Probably about Letus's age, but she has long braided hair running down the back. She's wearing a very nice, well put together gold fringed dress.
How can we help you?
Is Sproigins here?
Who may I ask is asking?
Can you tell him Amasi Elowen is here?
Yep. I shut the door. You're Marcy Elowen.
Amasi.
Amasi.
Was that
Or, I'm sorry, that was Landella. My
Landella.
apologies.
okay?
I think it's your engagement.
No, it is not.
Oh.
That's what I wanted to. What I wanted to see.
I would
'cause
know
was-
that. Elowen's the same last name, right?
Yeah.
So, Lanela, Elowen,
Okay.
engagement.
You can just scoot past. Open the
And
door.
I'm going to walk back to the kitchen. Is there just a kitchen table down there?
Yeah.
Just gonna sit at it.
Okay.
Oh. Hi.
Is it you?
Oh yes, and then drop my. Yes. So.
I know. I know. I've heard you've been told to leave.
Yes, we're gonna leave tomorrow. So you never have to.
Take me
Family
with
never
you.
have.
Please.
What of Landella? And your mother?
They're walking a different path. Take me with you.
Did they know where you are right now?
I can't have them know. Please, just get me
Just
out.
hold on. I want to use the eye to make. Is it her?
It's her.
Okay. Come in the fucking house.
Thank you.
Go upstairs, please. Just what?
I need to leave the city with you tomorrow.
I know. That's why I let you in the house.
Okay. All right. I'll just go upstairs.
Sproigins.
Oh, it's fine. I'm sorry.
What's... Okay. I'm just...
Is that
It's yes. It's
I
not.
used to be engaged
No,
once?
it's not that one. It's the much cooler.
If she
prettier-
walks by, I'm going to do detect evil and good.
It's the much prettier
Okay.
one.
Wow.
Any ping.
You get a general good alignment.
I don't think I get to know that, but thank you.
Yeah.
She's like the less shitty version of any person on that whole
Okay.
family.
Her sister?
No, her.
No, I mean, like, is that your fiance's sister?
Yes.
Thank you. And I want to do my divine sense to find out if it's celestial, fiend, undead within 60 feet, not behind total cover.
That's essentially what I just did.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
But
you do not get any pings for that. No.
just want to make sure we don't have any sort of solar nonsense going on.
So it doesn't run in the bloodline.
Ayy. Sort of it.
So
I wouldn't even go
we
for
don't
that.
we don't we don't know what he was, right? So
No.
Elwyn could have just literally been a person.
Or
And then-
Elwyn was murdered and taken over
Right,
by this
this is
thing
what
wearing
I'm-
his skin suit.
This is what I'm saying. But I don't know what the fuck that was.
We have to figure that out. We have to figure that out. That's eventually figure out what's going on there. We can't
Well-
just let that go.
Obviously. Also, aren't we leaving this town with, like, isn't there still a circle of fire thing going on around here? Like, what happened to all those people who
I don't
cloaked
know. I
us?
have no idea. I was wanted to check some of that shit in the keep, but that became not a thing. So let's just sleep.
Well, we could do a breaking and entering. We're kind of getting good at that.
I mean, we should probably do that after we
I
sleep, because
would-
I'm just tired.
I don't want to murder anybody else.
Well, we could try, and if it doesn't work, we
Then
just
we do
get
the
out of
murders.
there.
Here, please. Here's the helmet.
What are?
There's a helmet teleportation that I gave
Okay.
to her.
All right.
And I take off Letus's helmet.
Just hold on to it. When we get to Haverbrook, just you can give me the teleportation.
That's fine. Just take care of it for now.
Okay.
Wear it. It'll help protect you at least.
Okay. I'll put it on. Is it cool? Do I look cool?
I mean,
You
it's a pretty bad
rad.
helmet.
Yeah.
Pretty bad. Still has the
guess.
same like red Rome plume sort of running down the middle with the dark black metal, and
Agus. Look much cooler?
you look dainty.
Yeah, I
Oh,
know.
look at your arms.
I know.
What are you
it
doing
does.
with a helmet like that with arms like those?
I don't.
Just your legs. You're like a bunch of small sticks in a sponge.
Also, we never bought diamonds or diamond dust.
Yeah, I know.
Well, you had the chance to, but
Yeah.
No, we
All
bought,
right,
we
Agus,
bought some.
did you get your vest?
yes.
Okay.
Or we were given some.
Okay. Listen.
Did you get your platinum?
Ah, shit.
She's fine. She's. I think she's
Creeps.
out for a while.
Creeps back out. Yep.
All right. I apologize for dragging you guys into this mess, but I appreciate all the help. And she'll say it when everything hits her. But I know my mom is appreciative.
She doesn't need to say anything. We were happy to help.
I
She
know.
seems like a really
But
good
that's
person.
that's her. She will. It's harder for me to say it because not used to it. Thank you. You guys are pretty great.
At this point, you hear a couple steps or a couple feet coming down the steps. Sproigins, you didn't tell me where to go.
That's fine. You can. I'm sorry. You can.
I heard all of that.
It caught me by surprise. Please come down and join us.
I mean, like, how much did she hear?
She starts walking down.
I don't know.
I have something for you.
Oh, Jesus. It's nothing against you. It's just everybody tries to give me things when I come in here, and I don't know if it's good or if it's
I don't know
something
if it's
that's going to kill me.
either.
Are you here to kill me? Because if you are, you got to let me know.
No.
Insight
Okay.
check.
She seems almost scared of you to a
Yeah.
certain extent. Like, she doesn't seem to have a overt motive. You can go ahead and make an insight check if you want to, both of you.
I don't, I mean,
Yeah.
you
go for
go
it.
ahead.
23.
She is far more scared than she is anything else.
She's not going to kill you.
I know that, Walker. Okay, what is it?
Well, you
that
asked her.
You have. Well, no, I'm just saying if she was. It's not a thing.
I'm not gonna hurt anyone.
Okay.
And she's telling the truth.
I don't. It's been a long fucking day, and you're. No offense, but your family's.
Did you know about your dad?
I think that's what this is about.
What do you have?
All right.
She reaches into a fold inside her dress,
I do have a hand on my scimitar.
and she pulls out what appears to be a folded piece of paper.
I have nothing except for don't blow up me hands.
Don't blow up me hands. And then she
Dainty block.
produces what appears to be kind of a trifold sheet of paper. I think that's what this is all about. I don't want to be around whenever it happens, and I think you're the best people to use that now.
Probably. Do you want some tea? Do you want to sit down?
I would love some tea.
I'm already pouring her a cup.
Okay. Do you
Tea?
have you ever been to Crendon?
Oh, yes. For vacations, sometimes.
Do you want to live in Crendon?
No.
Do you want to live in a castle?
Yes.
Shit.
You have to
Hypothetical castle.
Castle.
Hypothetical. Just saying. Would you want? I'm gonna use the instant fucking fortress. Okay.
The instant fortress. What?
The one that we're saving, the perfect place to go is that's fine.
Yeah, I'm not.
This is like the mansion that you do.
I would recommend an Allen Tress or something along Red Shores. Far more hospitable, better beaches.
But nobody would know to look for you in Crendon. It's like a good hiding space before all of this is concluded.
Yeah, actually, is Akis back?
Not yet.
Okay, Hara, can you please take the necklace off of my mom and not wake her up?
Yeah, sure, totally. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Which I can do at advantage. Loves of thievery, witches.
This does not involve misdirection.
Really? I thought it was.
Does not involve physical misdirection. What's your
Whatever.
roll?
What was it?
Sleight of hand.
Stealing check.
Yeah, it's still 24.
24. So you see Hera sort of gingerly walk over to your mom's form as she's lying sideways on the couch.
With his face the whole time.
Then you do a quick blow, sort of right on the inside of her nose, and she and as she turns, just quick pop it in there, and she rolls back, and then you just gently pull the necklace off with the chain still intact.
Okay.
Pretty awesome.
Thank you. Amasi, please put this on. This will make it so nobody can search for you.
I go behind her and I.
What about
Yeah,
your
she-
mom now?
Raises her.
I don't know
right
if
up.
anybody's going to be looking for my mom now.
You don't.
It's not really my style, but that's okay.
It looks very nice
I
on
like
you.
it well enough. Thank you.
I don't think her father is going to come after you again and your mother.
Fuck him. No offense.
Some
Her,
taken, I think. I don't know.
Well,
I mean, her dad was a fucking demon.
Anyways, what's this thing that we just got?
Okay, yeah, what is it? I would like to look at that.
Well, as soon as you open it up, it appears to be sort of a list in format. And at the top of it, in kind of a very nice fine calligraphy hand, it reads all to none.
Oh, all to none. Is that a part of the poem?
And that's where we'll take our break.
Oh, shit.
And
Whoa,
use
make
that
sure
as
you
a-
followed us.
Yeah, as a quick reminder, we will be coming back to announce the winner of our first giveaway.
Woo! That's right. That could be you.
Yes, or you, or
Yeah.
you. Could be
Over
you.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, hang on, let me think of.
Hold on. That was like 6 U's.
Probably that guy right there.
Yeah.
Anyways, we'll be back with the announcement. We will pick up right from where we left off. The contest is no longer active, but we're announcing the winner when we come back. And hey, we're still worth the follow, still worth the sub.
Yeah.
Also, hit us with like just some positive vibes on one of our various social medias. We don't really care.
Yeah.
We've been digging the support. Super
Fill up your
appreciate it.
tankard with the social needs.
Yes, that's the thing. All right, so we'll be back right about 15 minutes to announce the winner and wrap up the second half of the episode.
Yeah. I think you might still have time to make it to the goat.
Yeah, I think they got another hour still.
Yeah. Because they close at 10?
I think so.
Yeah.
So
So
yeah,
just-
it might be 10 on Fridays.
Buy stuff.
Tuesday 10. Make your way to the goat. You got 15 minutes. Eagan,
It's a pretty rad
Minnesota's
place.
just a great city to have a game store.
And children and bocce ball league.
Stuff.
All is
break.
welcome.
Let's go.
So
Frisbee
we'll be
golf.
right back.
And welcome back.
So
That's pretty good.
we consulted the bones. We rolled the chicken's feet. We did a number of circumstances that were both mysterious and arcane in nature. And we are congratulating on our first giveaway for the Player's Handbook and Set of Dice, Mr. Ganzo Bean. You are the winner of a book and set of dice. So our moderator will get in touch with you. We will make sure that we connect to get you your winnings. And congratulations to you, sir.
Yeah. Welcome to your foray into Dungeons and Dragons.
That's the thing. So, congratulations to Gani. Picking up where we left off.
Yeah. Also, before you do that, thank you for everybody
Yes,
who,
Yeah.
of course.
threw a follow, and maybe you were just in it for the giveaway, but we would hope that you would stick around, right?
And
we're
maybe we'll have other giveaways at some
I think
point.
we're
We're hoping to.
I think
have
that's already
more
part of the
giveaways.
plan. So
Yeah, so like stick around, then you just already be there for the next one. But I feel like in general we are cool human beings.
Well,
This space is a good space for anybody to watch, partake,
as long as we gotta mind our language.
yeah. I mean, but outside the language,
Family friendly.
I think
So,
we're good people.
thank you to everybody who participated. Thank you to everybody who supported. Congratulations to Ganzo Bean for your submission and win. And diving right back in, the party of finger guns. You missed out. There you go. All right.
No one ever told me that.
Yeah, no, that was a brand new thing. You just missed the moment. That's all. The group was approached after having fought Elwyn in the courtyard of his keep in the public square of the Golden Shelf, and approached by Aiden Klabba, the overall manager / master of the town guard and runner of all things security and fortification within the city limits. The group had recently absconded from the Mornstall residence with some blackmail specifically pertaining to Aiden Klabba, as well as his relationship with Lucilia Elowin, which may have been questionable in nature.
Family friendly.
However,
You tie those together.
You do the work.
However, after recollecting the illicit documents, Sproigins and party in tow were sent on their way in a facade-type gesture to cover the face and appearance of the city circumstances. However, it turns out that the guards escorting the group away from the Eloin residence turned out to be some old friends, some members of the Void, who had been lying in wait for the right opportune moment and were none too pleased with how the group handled the infiltration, as well as some interesting exchanges that took place afterwards.
Free dagger.
That's gotta be a ding.
Yeah.
Then,
I never did.
after parting ways and seeing to it that they understood that their presence in the city would be a detriment in the immediate future, the party went back to Sproigins' ancestral home and entered again for the first time in about 7 years. With his mother now collected, Eldra, the party started making plans, putting pieces together, figuring out the next move while Sproigins' mother recovered, when a knock on the door sort of drew their attention. They opened it to find Akis was released from prison at the behest of Sproigins and some unseen assistance from the Void, and now was ready to resume his role, so to speak, of taking care of Sproigins' mother and trying to assist in that regard, and is gathering his things together for when the group is prepared to leave. The group was continuing to strategize and plan around the slight change when another knock at the door disrupted things a little bit, and Sproigins, in isolation, was able to open the door and found Landella Eloin, Darn Eloin's youngest daughter, younger sister to Amasi Eloin, who Sproigins was formerly engaged to, had come to seek him out through unknown means or information, and upon being invited in was essentially asking to be brought with them outside of the city. Seemingly having some idea as to the nature of her father's deeds and business, she requested to be brought out of Benamir and taken far away. Sproigins obliged, sort of, brought her inside, and the group is now continuing to formulate a bit of a plan. That is when Landella overheard some of their plans and orchestration, came down and handed a letter to Sproigins saying she believes it would be best served in the group's hands. As Sproigins began to open it up, across the top it read, "All to none." Spelled N-U-H-N. Referencing the plane of none from the previous information gathered by Hara. And that is where we left off. With your eyes cruising lower on the page and perusing, it appears to be a list of names.
What's on there, Sproigins?
Looks like names.
There are a number of names, probably about 12 total. You see Spilion Talos listed on it. You see Snar of Kala. You see Dagalon Agrileth. Your father's name is crossed out with red ink. You see Snar's name crossed out with red ink. In the middle of the list, you see King Erethan, name crossed out with red ink.
It's a hit list. Any other names of interest? Any other Walker previous names?
I mean, I think all of the
Avalonia?
names would be of
None of
interest.
those names are on there. The list is...
A Dagalon's not crossed out?
No.
Okay.
The list includes Fazio Arzifa,
Okay, we know Fazio.
Lady Lorelei Silverhand.
We know her.
Anthar Froom is on there as well.
Mm.
His name is crossed out.
Shit. Froome was crossed out.
There's also a name, Barrister Thoroughhome. Does not appear to be crossed out.
Do we know him?
Not a name you would have heard. And then there's several other names that you also are not familiar with that are on there and crossed out.
That I'm not familiar with?
Correct.
Like, would passing it around would anybody
What about
else?
Duval?
Nope, it doesn't appear to be on there.
So, we know a few things on here to be true. Your dad, my dad,
I'm upstairs.
Skadi's dad. We know a few things. Skadi's dad, my dad. Dagalon's not crossed out. Somehow, none of Avalonia is not on there.
Well, if Avalonia's that,
Well,
Sorry, I want to make a correction. There is a name that one of you might have recognized. Lower down on the list, Advara Fairthurin is also on the list.
I don't know any of these people.
Advara Fairthurn? Would I know that name?
I would say Hara would know that name from your book.
that sounds familiar.
And there's a lot of shit going on.
But a majority of the names, of the 12 names that are on there, most of them are crossed out.
I'm gonna, because I know where the fireplace is, I'm gonna do the wire and cast a message up to Skadi.
Okay.
Skadi, are you upstairs? Are you in the necklace?
No, I'm upstairs.
Okay. Can you come down for a second?
Yeah.
Advara?
Correct.
We'll just wait for Skadi. There she is.
Okay, I'm gonna tell Ista.
Okay.
Okay, so Landella, she gave me a note and it has a list of names on there.
Who's this?
She's
This
cool.
is so this is
They gave me a necklace.
this is Darn Elwin's daughter, not the one that I was
If you said
engaged
she's
to.
cool, she's cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's cool. Just don't. Okay, so
I'm pretty cool.
Yeah, very cool. Much cooler than your sister. No offense.
She's kind of a
Prick?
A not very nice lady.
Yeah. I always liked you much better than your sister.
Was Akis like hesitating when I said prick?
He's not really paying much attention. He's sitting across the living room or in the seating area there,
Okay.
hanging out with Sproigins' mom at this point. So.
Okay.
So it's a list of names of people that they wanted to take out. So my dad's name is on here and it's crossed out. We don't know. I didn't. What?
We don't know if it's people that they're trying to. I'll explain later, but we don't know if it's a hit list.
I mean, that's the way that it reads, right? Like.
I'll explain in a little. You finish.
Okay. So my dad's name's crossed out. He's dead. Your dad's name's crossed out. We know.
He's a flower.
He's a flower. Erethan's name is on here, crossed out. Bunch of other names on here that we don't know, also
Anthar's
crossed
on
out. Anthar Froome's on there, crossed out. Dagalon's on there, but it's not crossed out. So it could be like a murder these people list.
Could it also be like a list of people they're trying to turn and then like, oh, can't get this one?
I mean, maybe. I don't
Glass half full.
On.
Yeah, that's probably it.
Actually, that's a good point. That last name, what was it?
know.
Advara?
Yeah. I don't know what that.
Well,
that
it
name.
rang a bell. In my book, that is the name of Pedir. Can't say his name. The Guard of the Blade Dancers, who we think is.
Avalonia.
Yeah. That's the guy who refused.
Pedir Fairthurin.
Pedir Fairthurin. He didn't follow Vessero's stuff and was like, "No, I'm not going to do that."
Oh shit!
And then
what's
his
that guy?
sister was dying, so he decided like, "Okay, I'm going to do it for my sister." And then she's the one who like never dies, and then he was the one who like keeps being reborn but doesn't remember any of his past lives.
That sounds
That we
familiar.
think- well, this is what we talked about. That we thought it was maybe you.
No, I don't remember this.
Advara Faratharin's name is also crossed out.
But she's, according to this, is supposed to be. He gave both siblings the gift of eternal life, but for Padir, he did so with the caveat that he could still find death, only to return thereafter as a stranger to himself.
Dude,
So
you're
it can't
fucking
be-
Padir.
We know, we talked about that. Doesn't matter. But she can't
There's a lot
die.
of shit going on. I
According
forgot.
to this, she can't die. So I don't think that's necessarily a hit list as
But
a remove.
but would they know that she can't die?
She's bad. She's
What
on
was
Vespero's side, according to this.
what were the words on it again?
All to none.
All to none.
Was
Maybe it's just
were you
trying
there
to
for?
collect these individuals in none.
That could be.
Does anyone know anything about none?
Well, though that phrasing was in that thing that Drava.
Was that in the poem?
Drava. Yeah, Drava's
poem?
poem.
That old woman, yeah.
Yep, that old woman.
Okay, so we've got a lot. Do you, with your book, can you come? I would like to do the spell where I get information on people. I would like to do that on.
Here's the book.
But you've already read it. I would have to
finished it.
I mean, whatever information that you can come up with, I would like to do it on Padir or Advara or Avalonia or whatever.
Walker, Aravonlin,
I'm not gonna do it
Aragornis
on
the
Walker,
Cruel,
I know
Bastille
you're not
Hightower,
legendary.
Lord Holfrex Olfred.
Well, luckily I took a bunch of notes,
Sweet. Neat.
so you can take a gander
Notes.
and pick what you want out
Okay.
of there. Because
Do you
where
so
can we stay the night? Because I'm
Okay,
Tired
we're gonna sleep
and-
here. Okay, can you? So your alarm would have went off when she entered in.
Yeah. I am still gonna keep her. I don't know if I can change it, but I'm gonna keep her on the alarm.
It's when it's cast. So
Okay, yeah.
she'd still be on it.
Okay, so
So I think as long as you'll know if she leaves.
if anyone besides us, Akis, and your mother.
Okay.
Oh, and for whatever reason, your child wants to leave. That's not.
He won't leave.
Okay.
Teenager's gonna teenage.
Okay. let just before everybody goes to sleep, can you please pile up all the stuff that we got from everyone, and I'll look at all the stuff.
I didn't get anything.
Well, whoever got anything,
This one.
because it was his cape, the stones. I feel like that might have been it. His cape and his stones. Family friendly show here.
His cape and his stones.
Mm-hmm. His rocks, because we touched those. Throwback.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
No.
It's a thing that they do.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know about it.
I know I got a
lived
bunch
in
of
a rock.
stuff, but I can't find my notes because my notes are several games all over
It was
this
a-
thing.
Cape and a rock thing.
A cape, a rock.
That was it. Because everything would
I
burn.
feel like I got some gold or something.
Oh, that was from the guards and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will use the ritual to cast Identify on his cape, on the little rocks,
Okay.
on my dad's loot,
Okay.
on the ink cologne.
I'm just gonna lay in the pile.
On Walker. Do we get? Was that it?
Actually,
I think so.
my necklace I'll
the-
toss in there for a second.
Your necklace gives me a headache.
No.
The void
It
dagger.
doesn't have the thing that gives you a headache in it.
Okay.
I haven't attached it yet.
Okay. So
Okay. So in an hour's time.
after an hour of focusing and conjuring his arcane energies without tapping his immediate spurt reserves,
Spurt.
you do
Family.
come to recognize the dagger thrown through Skadi's foot. Is nice, but it is just a dagger.
All right.
It seems as if most of the damage was inflicted based on his skill and application of the dagger rather than the dagger itself.
That makes sense.
The perfume does come back as magical.
Fucking neat. I'll wait. I'll wait to
Yep.
look at other things.
The
Cool.
stones come back as a magical signature,
Nice.
as does the cloak.
Ho!
Your father's loot, while particularly nice, does not seem to possess any magic elements to it, but you can also use it as a focus if you wish.
All right.
And nothing else in the immediate area is pinging.
All right.
Walker's new constructed necklace gives off arcane energy, but is undefinable in its nature. It seems as if it too would function as a spell focus.
Yeah, your necklace isn't like it doesn't have. It has magical properties. I think it works for you to be able to harness your.
I just wanted to make
magic
sure
abilities.
it wasn't dangerous.
I
or
mean, he
anything.
didn't put any
those-
like funk on it.
Yeah, that's okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so I went up to my dad's room, told Mom's asleep, told him never to go in his room. And even as an adult, I still didn't want to go in, but it was like, you know what? I'm an adult. I can
Face
enter
your
a
fears.
room. I
That's
can
very
go in a
good,
room.
Sproigins.
So I went in a room, and the reason why I needed your ink is because I thought there was ink, but it ended up being not ink. It was like it was a perfume. So that is magical. It is the perfume of bewitching.
Sounds about right.
So the tiny vial contains magic perfume enough for one use. You can use an action to apply the perfume to yourself, and the effect lasts for 1 hour. For the duration, you have advantage on all charisma checks directed at humanoids of CR1 or lower. Affected creatures are not aware they have been magically influenced. I would like for you to have this magic perfume.
Does it smell nice?
It's
Yeah.
kind
I
of,
wanna smell it too.
it's a sweet, earthy type of smell. It's
It's
like a,
Perfect for me.
it's like a strawberry garden where you can still smell the dirt, but it has a hint of that sweetness to
As
it.
someone used to use strawberries to cover disgustingness.
That's
So
perfect for you.
his little cool cape is the Cloak of Protection. When attuned, it adds +1 to your AC and +1 to saving throws if you're wearing no other armor. So that's neat. I don't know if
Does
anybody.
any of us not have a cloak?
I mean, I don't have a cloak.
No, it's no other.
Your
armor
cloak
as
is
well.
coming.
I know. That's why I'm hesitant.
But
to
that's
wear it.
also
We also don't know how long we've been gone still. Your cloak might
I mean,
be
I don't
ready.
think it's been a month.
Your displacer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it's been a month.
Do you have a cloak?
That was-
Laura?
But I mean, it's fucking cool. Like
I have
someone,
armor.
Someone can wear it.
Is it all if you don't have armor? Or was
If
there
you
still
wear
a plus
any-
one?
Yeah, if you're wearing no other armor. Like I would think. Would it? I
So
mean,
you
it
can't
wouldn't.
just have the plus. I thought it was the +1.
what does it do again?
Adds +1 to your AC and +1 to saving throws.
Give it to your mom.
I mean,
Or
She doesn't
Acus.
wear armor.
I
think
know.
Akis does. We'll ask them if they want. Or
We'll
is
figure
she
it out.
still here?
Landella?
Yeah, she's standing right in front of you
Maybe she wants it.
her dad's cloak.
as you divide up her dead father's things.
We can always
I mean,
sell these
I got
things.
Sproigins' father's stuff.
It's true.
We can always sell these things too. But
do you want your dad's cloak? I mean, I don't know. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be
Terrible
insensitive,
taste.
and I mean, it
It
is
is
kind of.
unfair.
I mean, I think it's cool, but I can understand why someone else might not think it's cool.
He's a girl after my own heart. She wouldn't wear it because he has terrible taste.
So the
Yours were such
rocks
drab colors.
are
I hate that.
blink stones. Small box containing 3 stones. When thrown against a hard surface, the stones explode. Upon explosion, the wielder instantly teleports to the impact location. Throwing a stone can be done as a bonus action.
Oh, they're like wizard stones.
Yeah. Would you like to pass those to Hara?
You mean the rogue?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Unless you want them.
I mean, unless Walker can use them too, like.
Seems fun.
Well, we can always
Just feels
split
like-
them up too.
Yeah.
Like we have 3.
I have
Yeah.
enough abilities as is jumping
That's-
around.
That's why I figured you usually stay away and hit people from a long distance. But
I mean, we can figure all this out.
I mean, if you want to rock, we
And I
can
can
do
just
it.
hang on to him. It's not like
No, I'm not
no
big
one
into
else can
touching rocks.
Type of thing.
That's just like living.
We'll just hang
inside.
on to the cloak. I think maybe we'll give it to my mom.
You can always ask her, or we can sell it.
I mean, maybe it would be like a little piece of home.
Yeah.
But I would never use. Never mind.
You just let
Okay.
me know.
Also, because I didn't state it, the little voice box that I snagged off of him.
Yep.
I'll do that as well.
That does reveal an enchantment. It's essentially like a high-end thaumaturgy enchantment that's tied to the box.
So, like, the voice that is in the box is the voice that is always going to be in the box?
Correct.
Okay. I'm going to just
I think we should
smash
destroy
that
it.
one.
Sure.
I'm gonna...
With collected time and energy and sort of concentration on the subject matter at hand, before too long the box is eventually splintered out into pieces, seemingly devoid of magical energy now.
And I'll throw it in the fire. Is that okay?
Don't throw it in the fire because I don't know if like all the magic is out of it, and that seems like a pretty shitty thing to like throw it in the fire and have it expend like its magical energy, and then my mom's screams are coming from the fire. Maybe we'll just throw it out of the house.
I could cast
I think I'll just throw it out of the house.
Silence?
Okay. Whatever you want to do.
Yeah,
It's yours.
Just gonna just throw it.
Yeah, it's your mom.
Sweep it.
Your mage hand out of the house. Yeah.
Like the dust going under the corner of the rug, all of the pieces are thrust out of the house with the spectral hand. So, what do you guys want to do now?
Where can I sleep?
You can sleep wherever you want.
I mean,
What?
like, I
You
haven't
can-
gone upstairs yet. Are we
I mean, you can
sharing
go-
beds? Are we bunking? Are we? Is there a
Mm.
room I can stay in by myself?
I mean, you can stay in my room. I haven't been up there in a long ass time, but
What room have I been spending all my time in?
With the fireplace?
There's like a library / entertaining room that's kind of on the second floor,
I
where
was-
the outer exterior has like a strip of bedrooms where you would stay around it,
Okay.
and there's a central area that seems to be meant to gather around this fireplace and somewhat ornate in nature. It's meant to be more of like a sitting area, it seems.
I'm just gonna roll my mat out there.
alright. I'm just gonna stay down with my mom and Akis in
Okay.
the living room. Landella, you can pick a room if you want, or you can.
We're not going to leave tonight?
We can't leave tonight. We'll leave first thing in the morning. We just after the long fight, we just have to get some rest before all of our. Otherwise, our magical abilities are not.
We wouldn't be able to protect anybody.
Yeah. They're not what they should be.
Okay. Kind of throws a piece of her dress that detaches over herself. And you see it kind of shimmer just a little bit. Some of the gold trimming and stuff like that is kind of flowing through it as she walks away from you. And she seems to head towards the kitchen.
And not to be like a super downer about this. What was your name? Landella. I do think you're all right and all that kind of stuff. But if you do betray us or try to kill anybody, like, we'll find you.
Make an intimidation.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Just because, like, an Elwyn.
She's nice though.
I think she is nice. I'm just letting her know. Intimidation?
Sproigins said she was good.
18.
I mean, she's the best one out of all of them.
Kind of just gives you a subtle nod and turns and keeps walking.
I'm going upstairs.
I'm gonna go check on this.
Okay. Is relatively fine. He seems somewhat happy. He's like a mix between jovial and kind of confused. He's got a very awkward pace to him, but he kind of seems to be looking at everything and taking in his surroundings. There is not really a change to his demeanor as much as he just seems to be moving a lot more.
Okay, I'm gonna talk to him.
Okay?
Hey, bud.
Oh, excitable.
Did you see the chicken? What's up, bud?
And you see him throw up and like 2 chicken's feet come flying out.
Oh, that
And like
answers my
a
question.
wrist with a hand still attached to it.
What? Where did you get a person?
Found it.
Where?
There was a tiny piece inside.
Was it good?
I mean, yeah.
Did you prefer the chickens or the person?
I mean, it was all good.
Okay, I'm gonna pull out the 2 chickens that I have in my bag of colding that I've been holding on to him or for him. Are you still hungry?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna set them down on the ground. Don't eat them yet. They're cold. You want to heat them up?
Nope. And he just dives, and you now see his maw opens up twice the size you're used to, and he grabs one of the chickens and disappears it in just a few chomps. Oh, yeah.
Are you still hungry?
Yep. Eats the other one on the ground. And you guys upstairs are hearing this like gnarling, chewy, writhy, gross sound combined with like this happy, laughing. And then you just hear bones and flesh ripping.
Are you still hungry?
Yeah.
More? Yep,
Do
hold
you
on.
have more?
I might. Hold on 1 second.
Whoa, he's testy now.
I'm gonna go downstairs.
Put the Game Boy down.
he follows you. Mom, where are you going?
Sproigins,
What?
is there any food in the kitchen?
Oh, shit, I haven't been here in like 7 years.
can I check?
Food? Do we have more?
This is hungry.
Yeah, take whatever.
Okay, I'm gonna go rifle through the kitchen and see if I can find anything that's like protein based.
I mean, there's some very limited stuff, but it's also been a week since she's been home, so it looks like some of it's probably not really where it needs to be if you were going to, well, you wouldn't, but if anyone else was going to engage in it, it seems like it's on the bad side of maybe I could risk it.
Yeah.
For me, but what do I think about for a fireless?
It is definitely 10-second roll.
You have no idea.
Okay.
We don't have cold storage, so there's no like.
Okay, I'm gonna come back upstairs. Did it actually come down the stairs?
Yeah, he's been following you around.
Okay, bud, let's go back upstairs. There's not food down here, but I'm gonna pull out like 5 apples and be like, this is all I have, bud.
Oh my gosh. That's it?
Well, I have more apples. Do you want all the apples?
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna hand him 21 apples.
But chicken.
I'm out of chicken.
Elf.
No elf.
You.
I have more of that. Finger arm.
Is there anything left in the necklace?
Mm-mm.
You ate it all?
Mm-hmm.
No, that's okay. You did a good job.
I ate it all.
Okay. I just don't have any more food for you right now. I will get you so much food tomorrow, okay?
We'll go find some.
Yeah, we go hunting tomorrow.
Yeah, we're gonna go hunting tomorrow.
Go hunting tonight.
No. You know what? Where are there woods anywhere nearby?
No, this is a desert city.
We do not go hunting tonight then, bud.
It makes me really nervous to look at him.
Why?
He is pretty gnarly looking at this point.
Yeah, but he's so cute. Okay.
He's not cute. He's
Is now walks over to Sproigins and sniffs at Walker.
I'm gonna pet him.
Kind of starts nudging around some of your bags.
It's about to Debo us.
What did you find?
What you got in there?
Oh, does he have anything? You should ask him.
Sproigins, do you have any food?
No?
Do you have any chicken drummies?
No? I have it. Gross. If I had pocket drummies, those things would be disgusting right now.
Ace thinks you have some food.
I don't have any food.
I
I don't have any food!
have a boar ear. Okay, that was my hand. That was close.
I don't. Can you please tell him?
Do you want another one? Okay. There goes my boar ears.
So, Sproigins doesn't have any food.
Oh,
What do you think you smell?
smell something. Smell something I can eat.
There's nothing in the house that you can eat.
That's okay. I had a bunch of chickens.
You did have a bunch of chickens, and tomorrow we're gonna go hunting for fresh food.
That's okay.
You like fresh food, right?
I just like food.
And you like chicken.
And chicken.
Yeah.
What else?
No.
Not yet.
Remember Walker's part of our pack,
Yeah.
which means
I mean, that was a boar tusk.
what does it mean that Walker's part of our pack?
I don't need any more beef.
Okay, no more boar tusk, but what does that mean?
Not eating.
Do not eat him, that is right.
Mm-hmm.
I will find your chickens tomorrow. We're gonna go back to where you were born.
Okay.
The city that you were born in. Where mommy met you for the first time.
Okay.
No fucks given.
Yeah, I don't care. But they have lots of chicken there.
I found him in Tarkwari, but he was born.
Oh, I
Lots
got
of
you.
chicken.
Okay.
They have lots of chicken.
I don't know if I can understand any
Yeah,
of
let's
this.
No,
do
you
tell.
can't. Do you want
I
to
mean, she
sleep?
said the word chicken a lot.
I did.
Yeah.
But is she saying chicken or is she saying?
No, I'm speaking common to him.
Yeah, he understands common.
He understands common.
But you're doing speaking.
Yeah,
animals. I just
yeah.
wasn't sure how
Yeah.
that translated.
There's weird blurry lines when you're mixing knowledge and arcane.
I
It's
feel
like
it's-
Spanglish, but it's
I know.
like
I was just gonna say. I feel like
fire
it's,
woman.
Yeah. They
Fire
don't
So
make
it's like-
a la
Oh,
McDonald's.
I want some
there's
ramen.
like chicken and no elves.
Yeah.
Do you want to sleep in the fireplace or in the necklace?
I don't know if you can fit in the
Let's
fireplace.
sleep outside.
No, not tonight.
He's an outside dog.
Let's sleep high.
Like you want to go up to the 3rd floor?
Is there a 3rd floor?
Yeah. Can I go high?
He wants to sleep on the roof.
Yeah, do you want to sleep on the roof? What? I don't understand what you
Yeah.
want.
Mm-hmm.
I don't trust you yet.
Oh, damn.
Oh, wow.
I'm scared you'll run away going to find chicken.
I'm going to put on my necklace of Shinar. And I'm going to back away. Saw her do her mom finger. Like, if Is had a middle name, I would have heard it just
Yeah.
now. Is Daniel. You knock it off.
It's Daniel of Koa.
He starts walking away as the spell fades.
What spell?
And
Speak of animals.
It lasts an hour.
Thought it was 10 minutes.
it's 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's 10 minutes.
And I see how sad he is, and I don't have any idea what's going on. I'm like, oh, and I want to just pet him. I love
He
you.
just keeps walking away up the stairs.
Do you
I'm
want
gonna-
more hoof?
Just sadly
What did
walking
you
away.
Well, I'm not even mad. I'm disappointed in you, Is.
That is kind of what I told him. I'm gonna go follow him at a distance.
Okay, he just still seems to be going up. He goes back to the room where you originally were, kind of seems to be sniffing around, poking at some stuff, and then you see him sort of spin a little bit in place, knocks a few chairs out of the way, and lays down in front of the fireplace.
Mama loves you.
You just see his form kind of shift a little bit.
I'm gonna just lay down back on my mat near where he is and
Okay.
keep an eye on him.
What time is it?
It's not too late, really. This is probably still like just early or late evening. Say it's about 7 p.m.
7 p.m. Sproigins, would there be any meat places open right now?
Yeah, I think one place could probably be open.
But like, how far away is it?
Most of the like the butchers and stuff open up real early.
But so they wouldn't be open now.
No, because they get up early, get the day's shit in, process it. They usually close at like 5, 6.
You would know as a generality, anything that's fresh kill, whether it be animal or veggies brought in, a lot of that stuff is, as the day grows on, it gets a little tougher to find, specifically because it doesn't keep well.
Would there be any place that just like sold some meat?
I mean, we
Well, we
can
can try.
I mean, we can go down to like there's like a tavern not far
Do
from
we
here.
want to do that, though?
Nah, it's too big of a risk. We'll just help him tomorrow.
I mean, the whole point of why we're leaving is that
We can't stay here. I was gonna try to dress myself up in a disguise and just go grab
I
some.
think Is can survive the evening.
What do you look so sad?
He's so sad.
I would literally never know if he looks sad. He always looks like he's just gonna eat a face.
He's so sad right now.
I trust what you're saying. He looks mean.
He's not.
I'm gonna go downstairs to the kitchen and see if I can cook the meat in such a way that it looks okay. And smells okay, I should say.
The dubious meat?
Make an intelligence check.
Or like dubious house storage meat?
Yeah.
No one's been here for a week.
7.
I mean, can't Hara
Yeah, you cooked it up. It looks pretty good.
Can't Hara do a thing?
I'm looking right now.
I mean, he eats humans, right? Like, that's like, all of us inside is like just spoiled trash, I assume, right? Like, we just put a bunch of trash in our bodies. Your druid meat, if he decided to, I'm not saying he would, if he decided to chomp on you right now, your whole body is full of gross druid meat. And he would probably like that.
Yeah.
I think whatever this
I could purify it, but I'm tapped right now, so.
Oh, can I?
I think if he's just out here eating just arms and stuff, I think he's probably fine with this, how you've made it.
Crinden will have food.
Yeah, but he's hungry now.
Haverbrook's gonna have food. Once we get out in the forest
Haverbrook,
of
that's right, yeah.
Haverbrook, there's gonna be tons of things for him to eat.
I have another first level spell. I'm gonna cast it. Bud, does this smell okay?
You kind of see his form shift, turns back a little bit. Just kind of turns his form back and curls back into his ball. Doesn't seem to react.
I'm gonna set it down. I'm gonna spoon him.
Kind of pushes you a little bit. His form is particularly hot. His back is particularly scaly and raw, rigid sort of spikes. But eventually, after you persist for a few kind of attempts of him rolling, sort of could be getting comfortable, could be trying to push you away. He just kind of like lays there and lets you lay against him.
I'm gonna just pet him until I fall asleep.
You should apologize.
That because I told him.
You're not there.
That's true.
So what is everybody else doing?
I want to go upstairs and find, like, whatever room looks like a generic guest room.
Okay, well, there are a number of bedrooms you're able to locate, sure.
I just want to find something that doesn't look like it's...
I mean, I told you could sleep in mine.
You should sleep in your own bed.
I'm sleeping downstairs with my mom. She's on the couch. Akis is sure as hell gonna fall asleep standing up like he usually does.
How big is your room?
I don't know, like decent, like same size as probably maybe a little less big than yours in the mansion.
Okay. Because I want a smaller space.
I mean, it's
about 15 by 12.
It's got a nice window in it.
Okay. I'll go into whatever room if it ends up being his.
Okay. Well, so it would be the first one that you come across.
Okay.
It's a little dusty. Seems as if it's not been used in a considerable period of time.
I just kind of want to look around because I don't think I would have asked if this was your room because I would have just gone to the first one. I would like to shut the door behind me. There's a window, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want to close the drapes, make sure it's all dark in there.
Okay.
Is there a chair or anything, or is it just a bed?
Well, there's a desk. So there, in front of the desk is a relatively nice carved wooden chair, seemingly kind of pushed in and tucked away. There's not a specifically designed seating area of any kind, so that's the only chair that you find in there. But there's a number of sort of implements you could sit on if that's all you're after.
I'll sit down in the chair.
Okay.
I'm going to just take a moment, think about the whole fight, all of the guards that we killed.
You guys killed a shitload of guards.
The giant whatever opened up in the sky that looked like we were all about to die. Just everything that's been going on. And I want to take out the scimitar.
Mm-hmm.
And with continually thinking I see Letus around, I just want to like think about him. Remember him sacrificing himself and just my reaction to trying to stop him was to shoot him, and just the kind of person that I've been, that I am, the stuff that I've been doing, and just feel some regret, a lot of regret. And I want to just try to clean the scimitar and take off as much as I can by hand, not by magic.
Make a religion saving throw.
Whoa, he's haunting you.
I mean, he kind of is.
That would make a lot of sense.
I mean, probably not. It's like, probably your conscience, but make a
Religion
conscience.
saving throw? What do I add for this?
Your religion.
7.
Well, I thought you put that dice in jail.
It's back.
It gave me an 18 the last time I
It's
rolled
so
it.
expensive and heavy, she can't keep it there.
That fucking
Pretty.
dice did a nasty stealth check out of their dice jail.
As you're sitting there thinking about Letus, trying to come back to the memory of when he was with the party, cleaning the blade, seeing the blood come off it slowly. The methodology of cleaning it is smearing blood, but you're still getting some off, but it's a process that sort of takes you away from yourself and makes you uncomfortable, but also gives you the vibrant sense of what Letus sort of stood for when he was alive. And it's not until it's already past your eye line do you realize that it seems as if your hood has been crawling up the back of your head. You all hear as you go flying out the window, shattering through it. The dusk that you are facing as you're whipping away, you are going 1,000 miles an hour, and your cape is dragging you a significant distance in no time at all. And you see as the sun is fading behind the horizon, it is disappearing almost in an instant. The earth is moving too fast for you to even try and get a gauge of where you are. And as that sun dips away in this roller coaster type mechanism as it sets, you're moving so quickly away, you stop. You find yourself on flat sand, blackened sky above you. And as you come to a halt when the momentum stops, you kind of skid across the ground and you leave this 20-foot long bouncing and dragging mark in the sand as you skip through it. Jarred, you begin to hear the crunching of footsteps coming up from above you, and you turn around and you see this floating form in a large black gown, tendrils of fabric sort of whipping in the wind, but not at the behest of the wind, sort of playing with it, like if you'd stuck your hand out the car window. And then they're kind of wrapping around this form, and as you continue to look up, you see the porcelain face kind of bends down over you, looking sort of upside down at your form. That won't do at all. Taps you on the head and you just find yourself stood up in place and immediately whipped around. And you feel your form loosen. been watching you. You have been impressive and disappointing. I'm afraid this relationship will not do. I cannot have someone so inconsistent at the helm of fate. Pity. And she turns and starts to almost glide away from you.
What can I do? Milady?
Just continues to glide.
Shoot her.
With an arrow!
Threw me out of it, man.
I'm sorry.
I want to be better than I am. How can I do that? Help me.
So you see her form continuing to glide away, and in the blink of an eye you feel fingers on your shoulders. The form is no longer in front of you, and the porcelain face creeps into your periphery. Oh, there is not trying. You must execute. You must dedicate. I cannot have such ambiguity within my support structure. Are you a champion for good? A champion for evil? Do you even know?
I want to be a champion of good.
No matter.
Okay.
I don't think you even understand. But I have seen your thread. The strands of fate are with you. And it makes me interested. You must make a choice in what it is you want to do. Dedicate yourself to the entirety of everything. Dedicate yourself to all meaning in life, death, and everything in between. Or to take paltry trinkets, to hide in the shadows and kill your foes who deserve it, whether they attacked you or not, whether they deserve it or not, whether they can be killed by man alone or not. You play too many games with yourself, champion. A champion of the Queen must have purpose. Or perhaps, and you see her arms and the tendrils coming off of her cloak begin to whip around in the sand next to you, and they seem to create a form in this shifting sort of amalgam, but still with enough detail for you to understand and get a picture. You see a demon succubus that looks very much like your mother, with wings made completely from sand, sort of flapping gently in front of you. Maybe this is your destiny? Again, you see 4 forms fighting a larger one that all emerge from the sand at once. The large form, 4 arms, massive swords, swings through the 4 figures in front of you, and they burst into sand and disappear. Tell me, what is it that your purpose is meant to serve? Are you so lost you have no direction at all?
I've been trying to find my purpose all of my life. I'm ready for, need to dedicate myself to something better, something bigger.
And what is it you would dedicate yourself to? What wrongs do you hope to make right? What is your motivation for this change of direction? What is it you seek?
I think about all of the people that we've lost, all of the eldritch that we buried beneath dirt. Redemption is what I...
The tortured hero. One of my favorites through the ages. I've had several. I do say you are far more entertaining than the pure aggression. Very well. You will have one more chance to walk my path.
Okay.
Kneel before me.
I kneel.
Swear to me you will protect the strands of fate.
I swear it.
Swear to me you will live as my champion.
I swear it.
Swear to me you will kill all those who would twist the strands of fate.
I think for a moment about Drava and what it cost me. I swear it.
Rise. You see the swirling fabric again. Build another figure out of the sand. And you see Letus's form standing in front of you. You see the form made purely of this granulated but fine sand. You see him take a half step backwards and the form sink into the sand below as if he was falling. Mind yourself, champion. And the cape takes off again, and it's so fast this time it is jarring. The G-forces are like straining your body. You're not returning towards light. You're not returning towards things you can recognize. The blur turns to a blackness until it comes to a snapping stop, and you are holding the scimitar once again covered in blood, as if it had yet to be cleaned at all.
Is the window broken?
Yes.
Fuck. I did not amend.
Come running up, burst through the door.
So you guys come running up after hearing the noise, and you see Hara sitting there with a bloody sword, the drapes from the window kind of billowing outward from the change in pressure, and the window just shattered.
What the fuck was the point of that?
Oops.
What do you mean, oops? Who did you kill?
I didn't kill anybody.
Did someone try to come in through the window?
No, it...
I'd go check the window.
Sure, make an investigation check.
No!
It's broken.
Raven Queen stuff.
What?
Oh.
And at that point in time, you again feel fingers kind of almost creep onto your shoulders. Set the path right. And the rest of you kind of associating it with the window made you feel a very definitive chill, which uncommon for the more desert, arid climate, but it's nighttime. Maybe there's a little bit of a heat loss that's taken place earlier today, but get a quick
She
chill.
wanted you to break the window?
No, I...
Religion saving throw.
Fuck this window!
Yeah. This window is fated to die.
Mm.
God, it's so weird.
Yeah. She just wanted to have a conversation, so my hood, and then I went out,
There's a door.
and then she brought me back, and
Multiple doors.
I don't know how long it was.
I mean, it was seconds. As long as it took for us to get up to the room.
I am very sorry about
I
your
heard a
window.
noise, Sproigins. Is everything all right?
Everything is fine.
I tripped. Sorry about that.
Your window. I kept the room the same.
It's fine. It was my mistake. I was trying to tidy the room, and I haven't been in this room for so long, and try to hand her sword and hit the window.
I tripped on my cape. I'm very sorry. It's my fault. Don't blame him.
It's fine. We're gonna leave the house anyways.
Does anybody know how to mend things?
Right.
Nope. You know what?
I'm going back to my bedroom to sleep now.
Yes.
I do have it equipped.
Okay, can you, Walker, can you do me a favor? Can you make sure my mom's room is fine?
Yeah.
Well, he's already checked the second floor, so
Okay.
he's under your impression it's a clean room.
Yeah. I mean, I just I didn't check beds and drawers and things, but I checked floors and doors. So
Good old floors
Floors
and
and
doors
doors.
technique.
yeah.
Good old floors and doors.
Okay.
I mean, I
Do you
did
want-
check. Should I go check all the windows
Do you
now?
want to sleep downstairs, or do you want to
Do you want to sleep in the cage?
I mean, why do you keep offering the cage to people?
Yeah.
I think I'm just gonna. Can I sit next to you and Is tonight? Yeah. He's warm. I'm gonna go over there. Can we fix the window? Does anybody know how to fix windows?
Fuck the window.
I mean,
I don't care about the window.
people might see the open, broken window. I burst it out, so the glass
There's
is all gonna be
nobody
out
around.
there. Okay, I'm gonna.
The window is fine. I
Sorry.
don't care about the window. Are you okay?
I'm good. It's just intense. I'm fine. Really.
I mean, that's kind of her thing, right?
So
Are we-
was it a good conversation?
Yeah.
Because
I mean, that's a
it's
good
been
question.
kind of iffy before. So and then people get shot with arrows.
And I think about the promise that I just made. I've felt kind of lost recently, and she helped me. So
You think going to Haverbrook will help you too?
I need to go there. Speaking of Skadi, can you check on Reese to
Yeah.
make sure that we're not heading into Benamir?
Yeah. Watch this while I'm, not here.
Why you join
What's the
WrestleMania?
least important part of Is? That's not all
Well, his back has. It's not pokey per se. It's not like being next to him would cause you damage. It's
I
just
know.
very jagged.
It's uncomfortable.
His plating is kind of angular across his back. The periphery of his sort of shelled exterior. It's not shelled per se, but he's got a rim of spines across the back.
Like an
or
ankle,
the
yes.
sides. Yeah.
So
So
his
his stomach is relatively smooth. Yeah.
Like an ankle.
Is. It's been a day.
A dinosaur.
Can I snuggle? Can I sit?
What was that,
And
bud?
it kind of throws two of his upper legs across his side a little bit, tucks him into his spike kind of thing, and creates a little opening.
I'll sit against him and I don't know. I still want to clean the scimitar because it's still covered in blood, and I'm not gonna make my sheath all sticky. But I'm gonna think about just doing prestidigitation, but I'll just clean it how I was going to, and then try not to think about anything while I do it, just in case. And if I survive that, I'll sheath it, and then small spoon.
So you look at the blade, get your small materials out to start kind of cleaning it off, and the blade is clean.
That's helpful.
Don't really know how or why or when it even happened as a transition, but it seems as if it's no longer has blood on it from the previous combat.
That saves me time. Depending on if it takes me a long time to fall asleep next to Is, I just want to continue to work on the necklace with my promises in mind, carving into the bear tooth until I fall asleep.
Okay.
And attuned to the helmet.
I am attuning to the helmet
Okay.
and unattuning to the other helmet.
Sure.
I would like to scry on Reese.
Okay.
And be jealous of Hara.
What's your save?
19.
Okay. So as you go through the process of preparing the spell, putting the components in front of you, casting with the arcane energy, as you pull out of your own vision, it quickly fades to black and you snap back into the present.
Hara?
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't see anything.
I mean, he's kind of powerful. So
He's a
well, I mean, he's a
druid.
druid. I don't know if he's would I know if he's powerful as a druid?
I wouldn't describe him as powerful.
No, but I mean, if he's
He's
a
a
druid, he
druid.
would be able to block my being able to see him pretty well.
Other than my necklace, is there anything that would be that I've got on me that would be attributed to him? Just the bear tooth.
Yeah.
I stopped carving into
He didn't
bear
have
tooth.
much to give, so.
I mean, I didn't really ask for much either.
Doesn't.
Oh, I do have something. He gave me this.
Okay.
We played games when I was a kid to help with the scrying.
Nope.
You don't have any scries left?
Well, no, but that doesn't.
I thought you needed to have something to like.
No.
Possession or garment does reduce the DC.
Oh,
Read your
I don't have a scry left. We can
We'll
do it.
save that for later.
I can't scry twice within 24 hours on the same person anyway.
Really?
Yeah.
That was Jackie. That's cool.
All right. I am gonna talk to Is before bed,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna say, "Hey, bud."
Well, he already seems like he's asleep.
Oh, then I'm not going to.
Okay.
I'm not gonna wake him up.
What are you guys doing?
Where are you gonna sleep? Are you gonna sleep in this room or?
No. I'm not gonna. No.
Okay.
It's like there's like glass and stuff.
Okay,
I think I'm gonna just sleep outside.
I'll stay in here to block the window.
You're gonna sleep up against the window?
No, I'm gonna put the cage up.
You're gonna sleep in the cage against the broken window?
Yeah. Is that?
I mean, do whatever.
I mean, your bed's
do
got
whatever.
dust on it, and like I don't know.
I
It's
mean,
a bed.
shake the dust off the sheet. I mean, there's no dust under it.
I mean, good thing the window's open.
I mean, whatever. Do whatever you like.
I mean, I do more of a meditation thing, anyways. I don't really do a, I'm gonna sleep. I don't do that.
I know.
Okay, that was a good talk we just had.
Yeah. You're like getting less weird and more weird at the same time. I kind of like it.
All right.
I think you're a good dude, Walker. I think you just need to figure out who it is that you. I think you're fighting. It feels to me like you're fighting what you think you should be based on who you think you were, and fighting against who you want to be.
Well. Yep.
All right, such as our conversations. Well, I'm gonna just be sleeping out like down the hallway.
Okay.
So, at least if you're in the cage and the voice tells you to kill us again, I think then that's fine.
Yeah, because maybe. Yeah, I think it should be okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
so
Akis is here, so.
Akis is sleeping, standing up downstairs like a vampire. He doesn't know what's going on at all.
We have demons, and we got bigger stuff to worry about.
I'm
than
not
me.
super. You're so deadly that if it was you deciding to kill me, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't stand a chance.
Oh, give yourself some credit.
I did. I've seen what you can do.
Yeah,
to
but
things
you would
and
just do the
creatures.
thing where you go, "You're my best friend," and I would go, "Yes, you've done that to me before."
Yeah. I know.
I just remembered that.
Mm-hmm.
I just remembered that.
Yeah. So everything's fine. You just go in your cage.
I'll sleep in your childhood room now.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, it's like a bonding moment for them.
Except for like he kind of made it creepy.
That's Walker.
Walker makes
Yeah.
everything creepy.
All right. So, well, good night.
So as you walk out, exit the room as Walker is caging up, you turn down to
I'm
look
gonna
at the
look
hallway.
underneath the bed first.
More dust kicks off the sheet, but nothing under the bed, it seems.
The naked lady drawing parchments.
Yeah. Just a bunch of parchments of naked drawings. You turn down, you look at down the hallway towards your mother's bedroom, and there you see Akis just leaning against the door.
Okay, I'm not gonna. I've slept around Akis before. I'm not gonna do that.
He's got that one like flickery open eye thing
Yeah.
going on.
He's like he's got the like day drunk, took a nap for 6 hours, like kind of thing going on. Okay. I'm gonna like find a corner.
Well, as you're walking by to kind of like sneak through the rest of the hallway, you.
Akis, I appreciate you.
Prick. Just goes right back to sleeping.
Jesus Christ. Okay. I'm gonna find a corner in the study area where they're sleeping, and I'm just gonna find a spot where nobody else is.
Easy enough. One of the larger rooms on that floor. You kind of just tuck yourself away, see the triple spoon, ladle, spatula combination going on over there.
It's like measuring cups that fit inside of each other.
Yeah, pretty much. Now you find yourself parked in a corner, just kind of like throw your little cape around you, sit in the corner, finally let your shoulders drop down a little bit after the day. And without too much issue at all, the sleep takes you as well, without too much issue. To the sound of pretty busy streets, chirping birds, noises of city atmosphere leaking in through a broken window, you find that you have all slept for a pretty considerable period of time. Slept really well and hard for the first time maybe in a while, and without any real general sense of safety or security, still managed to find a good night's rest without any particular issue. If you'd like to use hit dice now or recast your spells,
I wanted
you
to
can
do
so.
one thing before bed, if that's okay.
Sure. You actually wake up 4 hours before everybody else,
Okay.
regardless.
Well, I kind of wanted to do this before bed.
Sorry. Before we do that, let's go
Specific.
ahead and get your attunement rolls for the remaining pillars you have.
Oh, God.
All right, come on. Nope, I'm gonna use this doo-doo.
14.
14?
18.
That's both of them. Pillar of War. Pillar of Rebirth.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, sorry.
Got it. All right.
I don't even know what that is.
Oh, what is popping?
If I wouldn't have been talking shit, I'd be at full health.
I mean, you were talking shit.
I know.
Well, no, I guess you threw a flower, but that was like the straw.
That's
That was like
Druid
the-
talking shit,
that
though.
was the flower that broke the camel's back.
Flower.
Yeah, flower.
I also would like to get up early, but do Walker's thing quick.
Okay, sure.
Just before bed, I wanted to, pull out my necklace that I had made.
Yep.
And I just wanted to look at it and say, I hope it was for a reason. And then I'll place the cube inside, and that was it.
Okay. As you are sort of looking at that and the symbol of Moradin kind of glowing and shining a little bit from the nice and polished silver material, you drop the cube in there and you actually see kind of a gold outline of shimmering light kind of flare around it for a sec as it sinks in there.
Like it's more of the jewelry piece or more of the cube?
Kind of the gap between
Okay.
the two within the disc itself. It seems to kind of just have a faint, quick flare of... There it is. A faint flare. I don't know, it like decided it was going to kick in or something all of a
Trying
sudden.
my dad's lips.
There we
like,
go.
Still sounds like it used to.
All right. So, you're able to get your cube into the necklace without issue. Seems to fit fine. What are the rest of you guys doing once you wake up?
I would like to sneak out early in the morning.
Okay. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna go try and find a butcher.
Okay. For the sake of expedition and brevity, why don't you just go ahead and make an investigation check?
That's better.
13.
13. All right. What are you two doing?
I'm just gonna make sure my mom's getting everything that she needs to be able to take off. So if
Okay.
she needs help packing or gathering anything, just make sure she's ready to go.
Okay. And then, are you doing anything?
I want to finish my necklace if I can, and that's it.
Okay. Okay. So then you have the opportunity to pick up another 5 chickens.
Live?
Yes.
For how much?
15 gold.
What about 1 platinum and 5 gold?
It's up to you.
That's what I have.
Okay. At this point, you're headed out of town, so the implications of spending platinum in town, I don't know that matter. Well, let's just see if he'll accept platinum. Yeah, they'll accept platinum.
Okay.
I mean,
So I got 5
you
chickens
know,
for 15 gold?
Yep.
copper quarters, and don't see a lot of platinum.
Yeah. Having platinum in the copper quarters is a little bit of a
This is like
risk.
if
Well,
they
I
had to
wanted
like.
I wanted at the casino.
Sure. Yeah.
Just imagine he has one of those like markers to make sure your platinum is good, and like hold
Yep.
it
Hits it
to
with
the
a
light.
side bite on it. Okay, so you found some chickens.
Yep.
You are preparing your spells, putting your item together. Your mom wakes up, relatively normal time, early-ish morning. Grabs what appears to be kind of a small book. I'm ready.
You have everything that you need. Clothes.
She just kind of looks at you and like caresses the side of your chin. I do.
Okay.
Because we've got bags that can carry a whole lot of stuff.
I think she just needed Sproigins.
But I mean, like, clothes are expensive.
Tell you a secret, Mom. Yesterday, before you went to sleep, I went into Dad's study, and I don't care.
I suppose if we are leaving it behind. What'd you find?
So he's got all types of crazy ass maps. You ever seen his maps?
Well, we had to travel a lot. I saw him work on them, of
Yeah.
course.
So I've never seen those maps. Crazy maps. Very cool maps. There's also like super boring books, like books I don't even think that you would like.
Your
Like
father liked to stay educated on a wide range of topics. You
Yeah.
know that. Maybe some a little off color, but
yeah,
purely academic.
yeah. And that was kind of it. It was really boring. I was expecting something in the floorboards. I also checked all the books to see if there wasn't like a secret passage that like led to a place that you and I didn't know, and there was like going to be a whole like
Sproigins.
thing in there. It wasn't.
This is your father.
I know, but I'm finding out more things about him now after he died than I ever knew when he was alive. But there's no secret rooms anywhere. There's no secret compartment.
Can I have the eye real quick?
Yeah.
Continue.
Okay. There was nothing. Like, it was super disappointing. I mean, not, like, no offense to you and Dad, but, like, I was kind of hoping there was going to be, like, some juicy secret stuff in there.
No, you didn't come into my room, sweetheart.
Oh! That's really gross, Mom. That's
Like I said, I'm ready to go.
Mrs.
whenever
Tallis.
you-
Okay.
Yeah, how did Akis
I
take
don't
that
want
one?
to fight.
No, you do that. No, but to me,
Yeah, do it. It's like a.
it's a thing.
It's like a handshake.
It's like what us younger people do. It's like it's not. It's
That was a good one. That's what that means.
It's like a kudos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you did good.
Oh, yeah.
You'll get better at it.
I like it.
Such a mom thing.
Mm-hmm.
Where are we going?
Have you ever been to Haverbrook?
Has anyone?
It's where my family's at.
Oh, I'm sorry.
They like it there. They like the forest. It's kind of their druid thing.
You'd sort of have to.
Yeah. So we're just going to check in to make sure that, just to say hi, make sure things are okay, and then we'll head on to Crinden.
Yeah. I want to stop by the cemetery first to see Dad before we leave. I've only been 3 times, and I don't, every time I go, I don't know what to do. But this time I think I know maybe what to do. It'll just be like a minute, and then we'll go. And then we're gone from Benamir. Also,
For leaving all the memories here, I suppose I should say goodbye to your father one last time as well.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to. Also, when you were asleep, you remember Landella? Like, I was engaged to a Masi. And
yeah, Masi's younger sister.
Right. So she's also going to come with. And she's...
What?
Yes. So...
Elwin's daughter?
Yeah. But she was always the good one.
She's going to try and kill us.
No, she's not. There's...
She doesn't want to do that.
I've got a long night's rest. I could turn her into dust right now if I wanted to. And let the green energy
I don't want you to
spark.
hurt Sproigins.
I'm just letting you
just play music. You had such wonderful talent.
I'm
Beautiful singing.
I'm just letting you know she has nothing to worry about.
I'm gonna come downstairs with Is out of the necklace.
Just immediate wide eyes.
This is fine. This is also a thing. This is fine. That's her fire dinosaur. He's totally nice. He's not going to eat you. Not going to eat anybody.
Look at him. He's going to eat everyone.
I don't look at him.
He protects everybody.
He's
loves
nice. He's nice. He's totally fine.
She kind of like just hides behind
Okay.
you a little
Yeah,
bit,
that's
sort of
fine.
like peeking around.
All right,
That's fine.
Is Bud talking to Is. Is Bud. She's with us. And I'm gonna leave you out of the necklace today. Because I'm sorry I told you last night I didn't trust you. I'm actually talking to him.
Oh, you cast your spell?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry I told you last night I didn't trust you, but what I would love to happen today is if you prove to me that I can trust you. So I'm gonna leave you out of the necklace, okay?
Okay.
And
And you see his form kind of raise up a little bit. He stretches all four legs, and his face kind of comes just below your chin, and then he comes back down to your waist as he's lumbering around.
Feed him the 5 chickens.
Hello! Just goes to work, starts devouring all of the chicken that you bought from the market.
Okay.
So when I took that eye, I went and I entered in the office.
Mm-hmm.
Was there anything invisible in there? Could I see anything with the eye? Looking all over.
Make a perception check.
Where is Varda? There you are.
The bard dice.
Yeah. Varda was part of a one-shot. I loved her, and she died.
I mean, we all died in that one shot.
Everybody died, but I loved her so much. What am I doing? Investigation?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it never
Or-
changes. I don't...
Yeah, this would be perception, because you're not looking for anything specific.
28.
28. So you're looking all over the place. You're not seeing anything out of the ordinary. You pick up on some of the same things that Sproigin had previously noticed. The missing speck of dust where the perfume was taken from. And by one of the bookcases, there is a small, subtle shimmer of green. And you kind of dial in the eye, look a little bit closer, and you find a series of letters on the wall.
Like just writing?
Seems to be something. The characters, there's 5 of them total, seem to be written top to bottom. They don't make sense to you.
I want to quick write them down on one of the pieces of parchment that I have.
Okay.
And that's the only thing that I noticed. That's...
Outside of what Sproigins had already covered that you also came across, no?
And everybody's downstairs.
At the moment, yeah.
Are there any, like, paintings or pictures of Spillion or the family or anything like that?
No. There's not a lot of Kodak,
Right, I just didn't
development
know if there-
locations and yield
I didn't know
down
if there'd
here.
be, like, a quick painting or...
There doesn't appear to be any portraits or anything to that effect. It's all decidedly subtle in its nature.
And I'm gonna quick sneak down to her bedroom and look for the same thing. And then find her closet
Mm-hmm.
and, like, all of the clothes that look like they would make sense in Crindon. I'm gonna quick shove into the bag of holding and then come back down for the conversation that I participated in.
Okay.
And it was rushed, but
Mhm.
if I did see a portrait, I grabbed it.
Okay. Noted. If you saw a portrait, you grabbed it. All right. So what is everybody else doing?
I do have another question.
Yep.
How many charges does the helm have now?
Well, you didn't spend 24 hours focusing on it, so it
No.
just has 2.
It does have to? Okay.
Correct. Yes.
I just wanted to verify with the changes, because I couldn't take us to Haverbrook. I know. Okay. That's why we had me attuned to it. The helm of teleportation. Very useful.
Mhm.
Takes forever to recharge.
At the moment. What's everybody else doing? Anybody else doing any last minute stuff?
No, I'm just, I'll help get everyone packed up and ready to go because it seems like leaving's the plan, so.
All right.
Miss Talos, do you want to grab any basic accoutrement, kitchen stuff? We have
Ladle.
ability
My
to...
son has offered me a castle, and I have my own ways of getting by. I feel as if spending time on cookware is maybe not the opportune use of our time, perhaps?
That's true. Are we doing the fortress right away? Or is it going to be a basic house first while we deal with other things?
No, we'll just make our way to Crindon and see what's out there.
Sounds good. And I'm going to wander into the kitchen anyways and grab the kettle that I did and like random shit because I think that's silly.
Okay. Sproigins, I fear as if the reasoning that we should be going is starting to slip through the fingers of some of your friends.
We gotta make. All right, we're gonna go to the cemetery, and then we're going to Haverbrook.
Let's do it!
Do you want us to join at the cemetery?
We should all go
I mean,
and
you
then we
guys
can
can
leave
come-
straight from the cemetery
Yeah,
to Haverbrook. That way
we
we...
can come meet him, I guess. And
Well,
say
we can let
hi.
you have your moment and stand on the outside, but with us trying to leave and the dangers that are here, I don't want us to be separated.
Yeah.
Especially because we have no idea where the cemetery is.
All right. Well, me and my mom will lead you to the cemetery.
Okay, so it takes you not too terribly long. The Copper Quarters has sort of an entombment area. The customary practice for soldiers or those invested in the Lord's Alliance is to burn the bodies in ritual pyres, ensuring that the soul can leave to the afterlife. Commoners can't afford to sacrifice the resources. Generally speaking, it takes a lot of space and manpower. They just can't afford it. So there is some interned in a very conventional type of cemetery. As you get there, knowing that your father's body was not returned from northern Apatia when he was reportedly killed, you two are able to locate his sort of memorial tomb that, again, doesn't possess a body, isn't meant to house a actual carcass of any kind, but is in memory of your father.
Is there any milkweed around?
Milkweed?
Mm-hmm.
Make a perception check.
I don't know what he's looking for.
22.
Doesn't appear to be any specific milkweed. There's a number of high grass weeds and some things of that nature, but not a lot of developed or diverse vegetation.
What are you looking for?
Milkweed. Thank you. So I'm gonna go up to where his little marker is. I'm gonna put the milkweed. Is it like a spot for me to put it up or like put it on something?
Yeah, I mean, it's a very large, ornate type of thing. There's a number of ledges that you would maybe constitute as small shelves kind of thing. There's no real like place to set as a designated area, but yeah, there's plenty of places you could do.
All right. So I'm gonna put the milkweed up there, and then turn to my mom and ask, did he ever tell you the milkweed? Why he liked milkweed so much?
It's not something I heard.
He said the reason why he liked milkweed so much and we had it around the house was because he liked butterflies, but he said any opportunity to be near beauty is worth it. And attracting the butterflies, they don't live very long, and they may never show up, but if they do show up and you're around beauty, then it's worth it.
Sounds like something your father would say. He was silly sometimes.
Graveyard's fucking dusty.
Yeah. Yes, it is. Reaches in, pulls out the little book that she had packed, flips through, kind of pulls out a folded sheet of paper and sets it down as well. A new life awaits, Sproigins.
Yep.
Why do you look so old? Have you lived a hard life? Have you
No.
been engaging in some of the... I really didn't
As
want
I'll put my hand around her shoulder, and as we walk back to the group, I will tell her the very brief story of the Fey ghost princesses and their effects.
She is wildly alarmed, overly concerned, and almost as shaken as she was yesterday, just without the physical side effects, but is very concerned about you.
I just need some diamond dust to be able to...
I have diamond dust.
Maybe I should get a little diamond dust as well. It's been a long time.
We'll get you some diamond dust.
Okay. Well, are we ready to go? Or?
Yeah, we're ready to go.
Okay.
Just wanted to do since we're in the cemetery, Eyes of the Grave.
Okay.
60 feet.
Don't seem to sense anything at the moment.
Okay.
All right, so we make our way to you guys, and we're good to go. My eyes are red because the graveyard's dusty.
The milkweed, are you allergic?
No, I don't think so. It just is. It gives off a dust.
Okay. How many people can the helm?
10. It's teleportation.
10?
Up to 10.
Well, there's
Yeah.
1, 2, 5,
Landell, you
6,
good?
7, 8. Okay.
Are we leaving?
Yes.
Well, then yes.
Okay. Agus, you good?
One sec. Steps out on the front porch just outside the door. Kind of straightens his vest, and you see just like these flakes of dirt kind of crust and fly off.
I feel like the entire time I'm around him, I'm just casually, slowly working on it. Prestidigitation.
And you see him, after he shakes his vest, step down the stairs, walk across the street, push a door open, walks into a business, largely deals in like cheeses, refinements, things of that nature that serves the lower portion of the of the copper quarters, and just kind of catching him through the door that he just left open. It's about 2 minutes, and then after that period of time, you see the door come flying open, and you see him walking out super angry. And that's why you're a right prick!
Whoa, what is my mom's reaction?
All right, now I'm ready.
Did you grab some meat while you were in there?
Oh, I grabbed some meat, all right.
Yep.
It's awkward.
I don't know what that. Okay, let's.
Anyways,
What,
we're gonna teleport.
share it with her pet?
He was a right prick.
Oh.
All right.
Picture is spitting and a little bit
It's
of
all
fire
gonna be
coming
okay.
out.
Let him. It's gonna be okay.
Are we
okay?
trained in this now? We
So,
know how to do this?
1, 2, 3, 4,
It's 8
5,
hours.
6, 7, 8. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I already counted because I was like, oh, can this actually be out of the knuckles while I do this? But
So you guys, blue arcane energy swirling around you, the symbols and runes begin to populate in these glowing locations centered on the circle, or on the periphery of the circle around you. And as the light sort of overtakes your vision, quickly fades to black and then back to perfect vision, you find yourselves surrounded by thick, healthy oak trees, matted but dense and lush vegetation, a number of sort of oversized leaves kind of falling off in this area. It's extremely rich in vegetation, and even in this subtle, tiny area, you're able to sort of pick up in the distance like these huge beetles that would be flying through the air, probably like a good 4 inches across. Just this whole area is not quite floating grove where, you know, the trees are 100 feet across kind of thing, but the vegetation here is extremely rich with life and care.
I'm gonna take a deep breath and like, this is nice. I would have wanted to make us like 30 minutes from where I know the tribe usually sits.
Sure,
Maybe
make a
a little-
perception check.
Perception
Mm-hmm.
is always awesome. 30.
So, remembering back from your druid training, still not really part of who you are, but remembering at least the pieces, being a good study, trying to learn the ways. You recognize that some of the paths and some of the tread are probably not as common, but recognize based on the flow of the vegetation, village has got to be this way. Start looking around in the distance, and every couple hundred feet you see kind of a signature. Yeah, that way. Probably at least a few miles. But you find yourself a good 20 minutes outside of the general area, probably just west of Haverbrook.
Okay. Okay, so we're just like 20 minutes-ish from the village. I think Is needs to hunt, right?
Yeah.
Feels good to be in the woods again.
Feels good to be in the woods again.
It really does, though.
Until the next time you guys are like, oh, it feels good to be back in a city.
Yeah, like
It's whenever we're in a place for too long. I mean, we were only in Benamir for like
3 days?
4 days.
Yeah.
but the
You
You
whole
left the fourth morning.
but the whole time it was like, hey, welcome back to Benamir.
Punch
Give me
in
a
the
hug.
face.
I would like to try to murder you right now. It's like, oh god.
But Walker's liking this a lot better.
Warming up to cities, though. Been in 2 of them now.
The experience is real, right?
3. Wait, did you go to Crendon?
Oh, I did, Tarkawaria.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of a city, so...
Yeah.
It's a city on the mend.
I mean, there's a lot of people.
You went to my city?
I mean,
It's
is
not
it
a
It's not
city.
really a city, that's a
Not
tribe.
a city.
More
It's
populated
village.
than mine.
I
It was a
mean,
village.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, you did meet.
There's
There's
like
no,
a communal
there's no
stand.
village people.
All right, what are you doing?
So we've got some people here who probably wouldn't like to hike all over the place. Is needs to hunt. You could totally help them hunt.
Sproigins. Where's the magical house?
Oh. I mean,
What I was thinking is, I know my way there. I can pop in and out real quick. I think
is that a thing that you would want to do without us there?
I don't want to walk all that long. That's far. Can I see the house? Oh, jeez.
Yes, Mom. Just hold on.
and not
All
just
right,
that,
whenever you're ready, sweetie.
but
I just want to see it. I'm proud of my
When-
boy.
when you were mentioning your dad's room and how there was nothing in it, you know, I took that eye. Here
Yeah.
it is, by the way.
Okay. 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 I bequeath it back upon thee. I don't want to use the eye to look at any more creatures.
That's true. But
That's a bad
I
experience.
did
with
notice
that.
something. I have no idea what it means,
Whoa.
but I
Secret room.
unfortunately know. Secret writing, that means absolutely nothing to me, but this is what it looked like. And I give him the thing, the scroll, it's rolled up. There was some things.
Do I recognize it?
What languages do you speak?
I speak Common, Druidic, and Sylvan. Okay.
Common. Abyssal. Draconic. Fuck. Walker.
The only ones that would be different would be Undercommon, Infernal, and Goblin.
Okay, don't be silly. Settle down. Okay.
Says,
Everybody settle down.
It says...
it says home.
In
What language?
Undercommon.
What does it say?
It's a singular word like castle. Like
It says castle.
like building.
It's
But
what-
like for living. Like home. It's like home.
Does it say the word home?
I mean, there's different languages, so it's not like exactly one for one.
Trying to give him the Spanglish translation.
What language is it in?
I believe that's undercommon.
But it doesn't say a word? Is it like a wingdings?
What's
Is that what
wingdings?
undercommon is? Is a wingdings?
Yeah. It's just the font doesn't translate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
It's like one above thieves' can't.
yeah, pretty much. No knocks, but a lot of ticks and bubbles and
Yeah. All right.
Just says home.
Why do you say it like that?
Because it doesn't say home. It says something else, but it means home.
Like it's a word that translates into home?
Yes.
Well, what is the word? Okay.
It's an undercommon thing.
Well, cool.
Hit him with it, don't worry about it. Like,
Yeah, it's fine. You wouldn't get it.
It's an
It says home.
undercommon thing, yeah.
That's all I saw. There was nothing else there, so maybe he was just saying that this was his home.
All right.
Or maybe.
Nope, that's fine. Thank you.
Anyways, you guys can take care of this stuff. From everything I'm seeing, everything looks perfectly fine. Like there's no disturbance in anything here.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna.
I mean, okay.
I don't want to like. They're not like all that great with a whole bunch of outsiders.
But I'm a druid.
Yeah, but
I mean, you want
Is-
your fire dinosaur here?
No, I gotta teach him how to hunt.
yeah. So you guys
Okay.
take care of that, and I'll just be right back in like an hour.
All right, Mom.
Ooh.
Such a mom right there.
Bam!
The mansion?
Yeah.
You're so
Okay.
talented! Oh my boy! How do we go in?
Okay. Okay, you just step through like you normally would. It's very grand. I didn't create a room for you.
Oh, why not?
Well, because I didn't, when I learned how to...
So I have a room for you.
I mean,
but
you
I
can-
have a room in your place.
I mean,
Snap.
this is, any house of
That's
mine
fine.
is a house of
Start
yours.
stepping in, walking in.
Watch out for Punis!
Oh, goodness gracious. Starts kind of like just immediately disappearing inside the doorway, like giving herself the tour.
Alright, that's fine.
Yeah.
Akis, you hungry? You want something to drink? You step in. I got servants in here. I got servants in here. They'll make you whatever you want. They got whatever you want to drink.
How much?
Nothing. No money whatsoever. There's
You're a right prick.
No, it's real.
Oh. Oh, I have to investigate that. Starts walking in.
Ragnon. And make sure Punis gets that one. Okay, that's fine.
Give him all of the mead. Not druid mead. The other stuff.
Landella, please step in.
Hikes up her.
Whatever you would like, make sure you just tell one of the Regnons, and they'll bring you whatever you would like.
Why do they look like that elf and that blue one in your group?
I thought it would be funny. It's still actually really funny.
My name is Skadi.
Yes.
Goody.
Yes.
That-
Skadi,
that-
Hara, Walker.
Blue one.
I mean, we never introduced ourselves.
Yeah, that's fine. If you want, we have like a very good sauna swimming area down over here.
Excellent. Stop that.
Okay.
And just starts walking in.
All right, I will close the door and let them do whatever they want in there.
Okay.
I'm gonna go hunting.
I'm just gonna stay here.
Walker, do you want to go hunting? Or do you want to rest?
No, I just rested.
I mean,
Yeah, we just woke up.
but like we've had a rough like week.
I
and
just
Half of your
New
new
Year.
NPCs are just having a day off at this point, you know?
I'll help Is, I guess.
All right. So you guys kind of start heading off that general direction. Before we get to that, are you making the hike?
Yep. And I'm trying to be as stealthy as possible.
Well,
while
it
also
sounds like
trying-
you need to make a stealth check.
Okay.
Ride back!
Put the hood up.
Just start.
Hell no.
Put the hood up.
24.
24. Bam. So you approach the exterior after about 30 minutes of quiet, safe travel, reading the signs, trying to stay hidden and obscured, and eventually you come upon the constructed sort of long cabin structure that you remember buttressing the edge of the carved out section of the forest. Trees growing right through the middle of where their streets would be in a conventional city. All of the structures that you're now kind of coming back to and seeing again, still wrapped in vines and almost crushed by the weight of tree branches over them that have now kind of just forcefully molded themselves into the structure. It seems to be as you left it.
I want to climb the tree that has the best overlook of the village.
Okay. Well, there's several trees that you know were specifically used for that purpose. Avoiding those and trying to find a suitable replacement as the years had passed to make it maybe a little better than it would have been when they were originally chosen. Go ahead and make an athletics check to climb.
Natural 20.
Okay, so with deft and grace, you start heading up the tree by just running up the trunk with 3 steps before you finally grab a branch. Then just begin to like slowly climb your way up. Just pull yourself up completely by one arm and then slink out to a branch that kind of seems to overlook the city. And it's not particularly strong or stable, but your legs sort of bend and bounce with it as it hits the breeze to stabilize your vision, and you're able to maintain your position on the branch without it breaking or weighing too much on you. You get a full look over the overall village, and you are now picking out some faces you remember. A number of elder druids that are currently in the process of teaching a small group of children, it seems like. There's a farming section running along the back collection of houses where there are a number of people kind of working manual labor style with hoes and implements that are sowing and derooting and weeding, and a number of druids coming behind them that are casting magic sort of on the ground to facilitate growth directly behind them. There's a very communal flow and effort. And sort of just wrapping up at the edge of one of these small like farm chutes, you actually see turn. And as the face turns around to kind of wipe the face, you see Reese kind of sitting there talking and they're joking back and forth. And they all seem to disperse and head back, and you see him walking your direction across the village, but still a good distance away. And no idea what he's doing, but he kind of has this huge, stupid face and puts his arms out. And then from in front of one of the village huts, you see this tiny little girl sort of saunter up to him, and he picks her up, throws her high in the air, catches her, starts talking to her. He gives her a kiss on the cheek, and you see a woman walk up to them.
I want to use the tiger's eye and throw it out there and do sound.
Okay. See, how was your day in the field? Have we been successful again? Of course. Working hard. Keeping at it, isn't that right, baby? And she's just kind of playful, and they're just having a little bit of a back and forth. Not about anything particularly meaningful, they're discussing some weather that's coming and they want to prepare for it. And there's a number of trips that are being planned by some of the other people out in the forest to collect and gather resources. And I think I was going to maybe give them a hand. I know Arduel hasn't been feeling very good, so I want to chip in where I can. Oh, sweet. Do too much. He said, all right, well, bye, baby. I'm going to get a little bit more done. And he hands the baby back, and she kind of bounces her as she walks away. Reese double checks the garden that he was just working on. You kind of see like the little bit of a proud body posture. You see him then walk sort of beyond view behind some of the buildings that you can't see past, obscured by some of the cabins. What do you want to do?
I want to take out the black parchment that we still have. How is it? 25 words?
Yep.
Is it a limit on it?
Yep.
It's Hara. I miss you guys. I'm doing well.
I think you just did a
One for each
you're counting
syllable.
syllables.
Okay, whatever. I'm doing well. We're doing a lot of good work. I miss you. Stay safe.
We'll say that easily
Whatever
fits. Sure.
And
You convey that general semblance.
I send
And
it off.
you whisper the words into the page, cast it off with the arcane word, and the paper sprouts wings, and you see a crow fly, arc, descend into the village. Just below you, sweep out of view. And then you hear a definitive caw noise coming only from a raven, specifically knowing you're not particularly familiar with them being in this area. Yeah, it got there.
I'll keep an eye out for a little bit longer, taking it in. And then I'll head back.
Okay. You eventually see Reese skip back across, resume some of his duties. He's joking with some of the other people he was working with. Disappears again. See a number of other familiar faces. Whether it's for the sake of them not being worth pestering or them having some kind of unseen fortification, for the time being, it seems like the Apatian War has not touched Haverbrook.
I'll head back to my group.
Okay. So
Same stealth quickness.
okay, sure. We'll give you that. So you go through the process of hiking back, moving through the forest, come back to the approximate location as you're able to, as an outlander without too much issue. Find the faint shimmer of the magnificent mansion and find that everyone has either found their way inside or seemingly stepped
I'm
off.
sitting outside of it.
Okay.
Dusty ass forest, huh?
Totally dusty. Yeah.
I went
So-
okay?
Huh?
Went okay?
Yeah. They're all good. They all say hi. You know. It hasn't touched them, which is awesome.
That's good.
I was worried about it. But yeah, they're just being them.
Yeah. Are you okay?
It's good. It's good to see them. Good to say hi. So, how's the hunting party going? Did they come back yet?
No.
Cool.
You wanna go in and have food and stuff?
Is there a taco bar?
I mean, go in and tell Regna to make a taco bar.
Okay. I'm gonna just sit there for a little bit.
Yeah. I'm also just gonna sit there. We both have things to think about.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you guys plop down outside the magnificent mansion. You guys are going off on your arc into the forest to work towards teaching Is to kill the right stuff.
Yep.
And that is where we're going to end it this week.
Woot woot.
A lot of stuff coming and going tonight. Definitely an interesting way to go. Thank you guys for hanging out with us,
Thanks,
sticking in
Bibs.
there. Congratulations again to our winner, Gonzo Bean.
Gonzo Bean.
Thanks again to everyone who followed, subscribed, liked, supported, shared, tweeted, whatever. All that stuff helps. All of it adds up. So anything that you were doing out there to support us, we are super appreciative of.
Yeah.
We are going to be coming back August
31st.
31st. 2 weeks, August 31st. We'll be picking up with the same campaign, Bloodlines of the Forgotten. We'll be playing same time slot, and then every week after that, we're going every single Friday. So, Friday, 7 o'clock Central. We're going to be here. You please be here too. Until that time, party
Bye,
on,
guys.
Good night.
Bye.
1, 3, 5.
Fucking A, my dudes.